You are listening to the Hello Sport Podcast. What's up, punters and dribblers? Welcome back to the Hello Sport Podcast. I'm unqualified opinion and unwavering bias. You good now, brother?
Yeah, bro.
You alright?
Yeah, bro.
Fucking, you're off your phone?
You do an intro or what?
No, mate, that was the intro. I was just checking. You said you were ready. His phone. You picked your phone back up. Anyway, dude, I just want to start off with gifts because we've got shitloads of gifts today. And I don't know if they're gifts, but there's heaps of gifts. Shit that's just like boxes coming out of our butthole. There's one. I know what that is already. I know what this is as well, actually. These are magnums of rosé. We can get to those in a little bit. But I'm going to start things off here. Now, goes out saying, Eddie, we're fucking Manly Seagulls fans, right? But the Canterbury Bulldogs, they did send us something. And I'm not going to shit down their throat. It's a nice looking box. And that, I mean the box I'm holding. Do not. But inside, they want us to rate their new jersey, I guess. And I don't know if they're going to...
Is that a personalised card?
To Tom and Eddie, thanks so much for your support.
Have they spelled my name right?
They have. Thanks so much for your support in 2024. I don't know that you'd call it support, but I guess a little bit. Oh, here we go. We're proud to be the unofficial second team of Hello Sport.
Yeah. Big call.
Huge call.
That's very,
we hope you like
very presumptuous.
Our new home gift 2025. Your friends at the Bulldogs. Come on. Okay, like...
Listen, it's nice.
It's nice.
And it's no secret that we're a big fan of some of your players.
Yes.
That's not a secret.
Second favourite team? I don't know if I remember saying that.
Very presumptuous. I don't remember saying that.
I don't remember saying it. The box is nice, though. Again, I'm talking about a box. Thoughts?
Listen, I've always quite liked the Bulldogs jersey. I've always found it's the key to its success lies in its simplicity, Tom.
Yep.
Blue and white, sure. I mean, great colours, strong colours.
Yep.
Bit of a V down the front. Is that a V?
Sort of, with the sponsor in there.
It's okay.
It's a nice jersey.
Yeah, so it's still part of that remake of their 04 jersey that they had as their heritage jersey last year. It just doesn't have the collar.
Okay.
Can you pull that up again? I don't mind the badge.
The badge is pretty sick.
The badge
is nice.
I actually really like the badge.
The badge is sick.
Like the way it's been done.
The way it's been done.
I would say that's probably a new age badge, Tom.
Yeah.
You know, it's almost it's not
It's rubber.
It's not embroidered.
But it's not embroidered.
It's
but
rubber.
It's also not ironed on. Do they have the same stick?
It's a rubber patch that's been sewn in.
Do they have the same stick technology on the front like the Manly Seagulls jersey? Grip tech technology?
No grip tech. So you'll expect a few knock-ons.
A few drop balls.
They've also same with the NRL logo. They've got the rubbery stitched in vibe going for it.
Yeah, right.
I mean, is it blowing my rugby league socks off?
Sure.
The answer, honestly, is no. But I'm not offended by it. I think it does the job.
Yeah, same. I will say this.
I think it does it. Like it does a job.
It does a job. It's a nice
like
jersey.
That's playing 20 minutes in the middle.
But if you
know what I mean? Probably probably runs for 110 meters.
It's truck and nut.
Yeah.
If you were to show me that and go, what do you reckon about that? Like, which year is that jersey? Or like, if you just gave that to me, I wouldn't think it was new.
No.
But that's not a knock on just the Dogs. Manly put up a fucking video yesterday of their 2025 kit, and I'm like, yeah, okay. Now, I haven't excavated it intently, and maybe if I sat there and studied it with a fine-tooth comb stuff,
yep,
I might be able to see that it's different. Tobler, maybe you can get it up, the Manly one.
Yeah, URM are back.
The problem...
Again, I wouldn't have even known. Oh, yeah, PointsBet's gone. Good. Rival. Go Neds. United Resource Management, I'm happy for them to be back on there.
Happy for United Resource Management to be back on the front of the jersey.
Do you watch the video?
Looks good.
Yeah, just get whatever up. Something where we can just see the new thing. Great video.
Here's this.
Again, looks sick. I think the jersey looks great. I don't know who the fuck, whoever is just like making slight tweaks. You know what it reminds me of? Every time Steve Jobs has come out with an iPhone, he's like, it's got a new volume button. And you're like, what the fuck?
See, I reckon that's what happens now that Steve Jobs is dead.
They were doing that shit when Steve was still here. Whatever.
But
iPhone.
Steve Jobs still came up with the iPhone, still comes up with the iPod. Like, the guy came up with shit.
I'm not shitting on Steve Jobs. It's when
Ever
he
since-
come out and give me an iPhone update.
Ever since Steve died,
And Tim Cook took over.
all they have done
Yeah.
is go, to your point, new volume button.
Yeah.
They came out with the VR goggles. That's been discontinued. Fucking shit.
Has it?
Of course it did. No one's spending $4,000 on that shit. Madness.
Yeah. But if you did, the tech, would they have like shut down even just the tech side of it? Like,
People will
would you
walk-
be sitting around your house though, trying to still use it? And be like, oh, I can watch the basketball next to my TV. Like,
Mate, the neckbeards, well, it's probably even not neckbeard.
it's not even neckbeards. They saw through it.
No, because they're PC people, the neckbeard. But
Yeah.
there was people walking around the streets with them on.
I know.
It's like, come on.
Get a grip. Oh, this is the future. Like when they did Google Glasses.
Yep.
Fucking idiots.
Now, can I make a suggestion to rugby league teams throughout the country? Throughout the world? Now, I can appreciate that the players play in jerseys like this, bug and silk. This is a supporter's jersey. I can tell because it's not a player fit.
Yeah.
Player fits.
I don't know. That's a large. It feels tight. But the player fits are
they
even
come
tighter.
right in. They're
Yeah.
really tight. Is there a potential to go, okay, there is the bogan silk option, but there's also a tried and tested Australian cotton
Or merino wool.
or merino Australian cotton version with a collar if you want it.
But of the exact
exact
jersey.
exact same thing.
Because you can go and get a quarter sleeve from Peter Wynn's score. If you don't score here, you'll never score.
I'm saying made for Australian conditions,
Yeah.
which is cold in the winter, a bit of good, true, honest, hard-working Australian cotton that always fucking works its ass off, all climates, all conditions, Tom. With a true blue Aussie collar. Now, that might be your cup of tea over the bogan silk. It certainly would be
it's
for
100%. Nylon, for those of you new here, is bogan silk. And we the barons of it. But it would be nice to be provided an option that wasn't, if you stand too close to a fire, you will incinerate.
You're going to go up in flames
If you're too close to an open flame, or if you stand near a heater.
There's no way this has got a fucking
flame
fireproof
retardant.
rating.
No,
It's not
flame retardant technology.
It's just not.
Can I have another option, an observation here? And this is not specific to the Bulldogs, but you've given us the jersey right now. Rugby league people are a big people. They're a big, proud people. There are people of all shapes and sizes, but those sizes are all pretty big. And this being a large...
We'd know. We go up to
We
5XL
sell
for a
merch.
reason.
We sell merch to the rugby league people. This is big. This isn't big enough for a large. For a rugby league large?
Well, it's not a rugby league large.
No, it's not a rugby league large.
You know what it's not?
A rugby league large?
No, you know what it's not? It's not a freezing cold, drizzly night out at fucking a course stadium. It's probably, 8 degrees wind chill?
Yeah.
And I want to be able to put something underneath that and get some covering before the jacket goes to the top. That's what a cotton would do, Tom.
Yes.
That's what a cotton would offer.
Yeah.
You can't put a gut under that.
No, you can't. You need something
That's not gut friendly.
No, it's not gut friendly. But again, wanting to be able to put that over a hoodie, you got to go big.
Well, I just think that I think obviously we're looking at Bulldogs here. We're looking at the Manly one on the screen.
I will say it is disappointing that the Bulldogs have sent us one and Manly hasn't.
No, it is disappointing, Tom, and it's an opportunity missed. You've got the home and away there, right? Home of the maroon. You got the away with a bit more white in there.
I like both of them.
But I would like to see one hanging proudly next to it, the cotton verge.
Yeah.
The collar verge.
Now, Felix, you're over there. You don't have a microphone, but you pretend you're a bit of a clothes guy. You're a master of all trades, or a jack of all trades, master of none. Respectfully, of course, misogynist. Is it much more expensive to make the cotton version? Is that why the bogan silk is cheap as chippies? I'm assuming
This wouldn't be it'd be cheap to make, not cheap. They don't sell them cheap.
I'm not talking about what they sell them at. We all know what margins are, bruh. I'm just saying, like, to manufacture a cotton version of this, is that going to be significantly more expensive?
Come talking in the mic, Felix.
He doesn't have one over there.
Yeah, just come talking to it.
All right.
Otherwise, it would just be.
Yeah, just so come. You
Yeah,
go
yeah.
to Tobler.
Just come over here.
I don't think it's particularly more expensive. I think the reason you're seeing more of the bogan silk is it's what they like to call a quote-unquote performance material. And so that's why you're seeing more of it kind of rolled out.
Oh, damn it.
The
sorry.
boys.
He
So
was
the boys
just
were caught.
fucking jamming his hand down his
The
pants.
boys were caught.
Carry on.
Yeah, well, what I was just saying is I think like it's all just down to it being like performance, quote-unquote performance material, that new like polyester jerseys and all those kind of things. So
See, I don't want to
But so,
I'm not
yeah,
there to perform.
okay. Well, let's unpack performance jersey then. Let's unpack performance jersey. If you aren't implying that it's I need performance wear to eat fucking sausage rolls and meat pies,
Chippies on the hill.
chippies and drink 4 Pines at Brookvale at 4 Pines Park. If I need my performance wear on to do that, we can have a discussion. But in my experience, you don't need that.
Well, I think you need something with a bit of give because I'm filling my body with stuff. I'm there and I'm drinking and I'm eating. And I'm eating and I'm drinking.
And farting.
And I'm farting and darting and sharting. And it's like I want to have comfortable attire, and I just think a really tight bogan silk with it's got give, but it doesn't. Like they stretch, but they are tight.
Well, they stretch, but they don't.
And they show rolls in all of the wrong places. They're not forgiving.
They don't
accentuate it.
They don't hide the roll. That's what Cotton's always done.
Yep.
Cotton's always hidden the roll.
Yep.
You could say it's probably one of the most roll-friendly fibres on earth.
Yep.
that and maybe like terry toweling.
Oh, fuck yeah. Terry gets into it.
Terry hides rolls.
Yeah, maybe a canvas even. That's quite stiff. That'll cover a roll.
Yeah, see, only people like you wear canvas, mate.
That isn't a hat or a shoe.
Or a
You're getting
pant.
around town in canvas, you got
No.
something wrong with you.
No.
No offense.
But
Anyway.
I think it's a massive missed opportunity. Like even just make that jersey, as you said, it like add the collar. I'm very pro collar, but I think just make that jersey in cotton and a little bit looser fitting, and it'll just sell more because like who wants to wear these? Like the match jerseys just don't seem like very good supporter gear. Like it's just not.
Honestly,
Completely
it's just not,
agree.
it's just
honestly,
not comfortable.
dude, like
Completely agree.
we have
Well,
got.
of course I agree. It was my idea.
Well, but you and I have. Thank you, Felix. We have got fantastic ideas for Manly merch to the point where we just are going to start making it for ourselves.
Well, we've got one of the great ideas of all time.
You can walk through, mate.
We need to get onto that.
Yeah, I know. It's just that as soon as this whole conversation came up, I'm like, I'm going to get onto that. I think we still do it through the same people for these.
Yes, I think so. I think they've proven their worth.
Yes, we're specifically this garment.
Correct.
Though I do want it to be a little bit different.
Well, there's going to be other things,
Yes,
and there will be some differences.
but
By
like,
and large,
I just don't know why. Like, when you lean into like your supporter base, why you aren't leaning on like merch that like like Bogan Silk jerseys are good and all, but like things where you can look to like just normal street culture. And I don't even mean street like I'm some, but like just normal culture, the way people dress, and like create fucking clothes that represent the way people dress generally day to day, and go, oh wow, this is actually a cool way we can incorporate our brand, our sporting team into day to day shit, as opposed to like if there's a mufti day at work, you can't exactly wear Bogan Silk into the office.
well, that's exactly right. You just don't see people getting around town. This is day to day time.
American culture, you do, not here.
In performance materials.
No, you're right. Just generally.
I'm talking about Australia here, baby. I don't
I'd say
give a
the
fuck about
closest
the
you
game.
get to performance materials in the Australian society day to day would be your high visors. There's a bit of performance material about
Well,
that.
that's work attire. That's work attire.
I know.
Exactly. I'm talking about you've knocked off, or it's a Saturday, it's a Sunday, or you got the day off. You know what I mean? What are you wearing? What are you wearing down to the pub? You're not wearing performance materials.
Unless you're a Magoo father of like one or two and you just walk around in exclusively like exercise gear and joggers.
And maybe sure, maybe there are people out there that go away from a natural, breathable Australian organic material like cotton, like wool, and they go to the Bogan Silk because they just want to rep their team from sunset to sunrise, sunrise to sunset, Tom.
And they need to be able to perform while they do it.
Well, it's not even about that. They've been given no other option.
Oh, well, that's true. They've
They've been given no other option.
Well, you can go to Peter Wynn Score, where if you don't score there, you'll never score, and you can get yourself a retro 3/4 sleeve jersey.
but they don't want retro necessarily. They want the team, what they're repping this year, Tom.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
No, I get it. Can you just go to the Manly, like, because there's some, like, other things that there... I won't say.
Just on your point with wearing activewear, not activewear, like Bogan silk or whatever.
Yeah.
I will say it is different. Like I'm wearing a soccer jersey right now. I wear a soccer jersey all the time. They're performance wear, I suppose, quote unquote, but they're just built different to rugby league jerseys. They're much lighter and more breathable, so they're nice to wear.
It's a great point because the soccer jersey is the cool thing right now.
But it's a lot softer,
thinner.
It's a lot
flowier.
thinner.
And it feels boxier. More a box fit
yes.
than like a slim fit almost.
It flows.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. This is. I'm talking for all.
Sorry, Bulldogs.
No, but not just Bulldogs. This goes across the board. It's not just dogs. You've all fallen in foul of the same trap.
Yeah, you have.
The Venus flytrap's got its mouth open and you're fucking flown into the bastard. And we're just trying to help you get out.
That singlet's cool.
Because it's too rigid. It's an offensive material, really. If we want to get down to brass tacks, it does. You want to bear back that on your raw skin. You're in for a cunt of a day.
It's not great, and you sweat, dude. If it is above, these barflies are out of control.
Well, they've just come out of nowhere.
If it is above, like 18 degrees, 15 degrees, the Bogan silk just sweats, dude.
Oh, you get home and you go, I can smell the sins of the day on me.
Yep.
The sins of the day.
I could smell them. That's how much you stink
Correct,
after a day in the
100%.
Bogan silk. I feel like you need another material in between you and the Bogan silk.
That's what I'm saying. It invites. You got to run a fucking t-shirt under that.
Now that singlet's cool. I think that singlet's cool. That plays. I wouldn't wear it because I'm not a big basketball singlet guy, but I think that plays.
You used to be the biggest singlet guy.
No, I don't mind singlets, basketball singlets.
I would love to see you wear that.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I'm not a basketball
On
singlet
the drums.
Fun fact, Cody, he used to drum in a band called Drifts. I know.
Cody may not know
it doesn't
that.
roll off the tongue. And he used to always drum in a banana, like it had bananas all over it, a banana singlet.
Yeah.
That's all he wore when he drummed.
Now, obviously, that is not the truth. I did wear it once.
Bullshit.
And I liked the singlet in a day-to-day atmosphere because it was. I got around in a hot Australian climate and I had a bunch of singlets.
You
It
wore
was
it
one
once
of them.
year again.
I'm saying I could have worn it heaps of times, but I would have worn it generally as a piece of attire. Obviously, it sticks out in your memory because it was a singlet covered in bananas that I stole off Luke Bracey.
And you wore it all the time.
Yes,
and it was
I
a
did.
little bit small for you.
Well, it's certainly by the end of it.
Yeah.
By the end of it, it was like, okay, you need to stop wearing the banana thing now because you look like
You're
a banana popping out of its.
You're not the same size as Luke.
You're not the guy. Well, you're not the same size as the guy who when you first put it on.
No, that's
You're not the same guy.
No.
You've changed.
No, you have.
And it's
there's-
getting away
there's
from you.
Photographic evidence to
Where
prove it.
it's sort of it was. You might even. Is there any on Instagram? I don't know. You can find it. Punters and Dribblers. Singlet's okay.
I'm
like
shocked
everything
that
else,
it's not
skip
part of the
through.
range.
Keep
I'm
going
shocked
through.
it's not part of the range.
Keep going through. Like polos, whatever. Sure, a bit of golf stuff.
Training jerseys.
Sure. It's just not very imaginative. I think
Where's the everyday piece for the everyday man and Sheila? Where is it?
just a bit more imagination.
Where's the everyday piece for the everyday Australian?
So Felix is saying that there's a collaboration thing with Cotton On. I thought that the Wars have gone with Earls.
I think they're doing something with Earls.
Louis, fuck, we got to get Louis on. We keep saying that.
Let's fucking get him on.
Let's get him
next
on
week.
Yeah. Can you remind me to hit him up after this?
Yep.
Louis Brown, one of the
Louis
greats. Ex-Manly legend.
So they've got like
Ex-Man legend.
on
Parent
Cotton On,
legend.
they've got like boardies in the similar style, which is like pretty.
It's fine. Again, that is what we're looking
Doesn't
for.
scream like.
It's what we're looking for, but it still does. I bet you that's not great material either.
Well, do you remember back in the day, like Best and Less used to do a lot of like rugby league gear?
Sort of all low.
Yeah.
That was kind of a similar vibe to this.
Yeah, Best and Less always had a bit of
Or
a
was it Best and Less?
I guess like
it
the way
was.
that singlet was a bit of a statement piece. Yeah, of course, boardies are cool, thongs. I got a Tommy Turbo air freshener for the car from the petrol station. In fact, I bought 4 of them and kept them in there. I can't smell a damn thing, Eddie. You know that, but I
They
got
run
it
out of
anyway.
puff.
That's why I got a few of them. And again, I can't even smell it, but it's nice to have Tommy hanging from the rear vision mirror. I just wouldn't mind some statement pieces that clubs do where, hey, I don't need to go to Cotton On and there's a fucking Parramatta, Rabbitohs, Panthers, Raiders, all the exact same fucking design boardies. Why doesn't Manly come out with something that no other club has? Where you go, holy shit, look at the Manly whatever.
Can I devil's advocate this whole thing?
Yep.
I reckon that someone makes these jerseys on
Dynasty Sports.
Yeah. So, in this example, O'Neill's make it, right?
O'Neill's.
Now, I don't want to make assumptions, but I will. I will make it. I don't want to,
But you will. You have to.
but I have to.
You've been forced.
I've been forced into this position to make assumptions. Maybe Bogan Silk, cheap as fuck to make, keep the same margins. They just like, if we give the people this cotton piece that everyone's crying out for, it's just going to cannibalise our marge, our big, fat, sweaty margin.
It's around 25% cheaper than cotton polyester on a larger scale.
But so, like, don't you, do you just, because I mean, like, growth, Eddie, lies on the other side of danger, of
What?
Listen, growth lies.
Is this a Tommy Birmingham or is this real?
Eddie, search up the quote. I know who said it. Growth lies on the other side of hardship, of overcoming adversity, right? Growth. Now, the adversity here might be taking a fucking risk on something a bit exciting, something a bit sexy. But
What's sexier than Australian cotton?
but just something, right?
What's sexier than
with a
that?
statement piece? It then fucks the house down. You make shitloads of money, or at least just a bit, and you provide your constituents, your supporter base, with a little bit more.
Have you ever heard of the acronym POD?
I thought that was a band, so no.
Point of difference.
Pod, dude. Yeah. Earl.
Point of difference. If I'm fucking the doggies, if I'm Manly, I'm rushing out there tomorrow. Based on this conversation, going, we need a statement piece to kick off the season.
Yeah.
And we've got to turn our back. Sadly, in your mind, if you're a little bean counter, you might be saying, well, I'm turning me back on margin.
Put it this way.
It's not about turning your back on margin. It's about turning into the will of the people.
Put it this way, Eddie. Why did... No, for God's sake, get that off the screen. Actually,
don't.
hold on a second.
Yeah, have a go.
Hold on a second.
Dude,
We need those jackets. We need those jackets.
If we're talking point of difference.
No, speaking of pod here, dude.
I mean,
Speaking of POD,
Punters and
holy
Dribblers, do yourself a
shit.
favour and go to nrlshop.com.
so as the
and
official online store of the NRL as well. So it's all NRL sanctioned.
get me one of those jackets.
Manly Warringah Seagulls adults front bar sports jacket. Wow.
Get me one of those and a stick to beat off the women that will be approaching me.
Wow. Look at the fucking flannel as
The
well.
Mustang flannel.
Oh, that's mean,
pretty
dude.
cool.
We might have to spend some money here. I don't know.
Oh my.
I wouldn't mind that baseball slugger shirt.
Oh my God. There's actually a bit going on here.
There is.
We might have gone off early, old boy.
No,
But
listen.
I'm not Spine Aber Cotton.
No, well, maybe that retro one there.
Oh, they do have like the cotton pieces. There's
Well, no,
t-shirts and
okay,
then
right.
like
Tom's
retro
Warriors t-shirt. Okay, look, they do have some stuff
retro
here.
up the top.
They do have some stuff here. But again, the only statement piece I see is the adult front bar sports coat.
Yeah, that's what I want.
That's what I want at a very reasonable $160.
Get them.
Get them. Two of those,
For the
please.
awards night next year.
Well, just for everything, any manly thing I do for the rest of my
We
life.
should wear them to the awards night next year too. If we get invited.
If we get invited.
Yeah.
Well, we should get pants made. Black tie.
You got the shoes as well. Eddie's got his
Oh, the
manly
runners
shoes.
just behind.
I've got mine at home.
On your,
So get an L for me and a 2XL for the big fella. I tell you what, Tom. I tell you what was going down a treat at the Rugby League Players Association.
Like that.
Yeah, going down a treat.
Yeah.
Like just everyone's foaming at the mouth going, how good are these?
Yeah.
4 Punts Japanese lager.
Glug stuff. Turning Japanese.
Other than my golf, that was the hit of the day.
Funnily enough, before that golf day, not a single recognised Japanese player in the NRL. Now there's fucking heaps because they all turned Japanese.
They did, all of them.
Yeah.
Like I didn't, like DCE could play for Japan now.
Yes, he could, but he won't because he's Australian. He loves his country. But get around the 4 Pines Japanese lager. Not a single soul has not been happy they turned Japanese after getting into it. 6-packs, cases, wherever you get them from, on tap at your local. If they're not, go into your local and go, oi, get the fucking Japanese lager on, you losers.
If it's good enough for rugby league royalty, it's good enough for you.
Now, back to the presents, because we've got a few more to get through here. Punters and Dribblers, don't worry. We're going to get to the fact that Andrew Voss has called for Trent Barrett to be the coach of New South Wales. We're going to get to the to the kicking, the change to the kicking rule. We're going to get to all sorts of things. There's a lot to get through on this podcast, Punters and Dribblers. Nathan Cleary is an artist, Eddie. I don't know if you've seen that.
No.
Cheese made some comments about Pappenhausen. We're going to get to that. Brandon Wakeham, fucking AJ Brimson. There's a lot on.
As Tom opens the next present, not a reminder. We've been on the blower of the warehouse. There is a couple of white P's and D's down there. We just want to we're going to get rid of them
Yep. The remainder of the white P's and D's.
tonight, 6 p.m.
6 p.m. hellosport.shop.
Flash sale.
Last of the white P's and D's.
Flash sale.
Before maybe the one that's on Eddie's head if you're watching, which may be...
Listen, if you want the white P's and D's, this is the time to get it. There's for basically fuck all left, but we just wanted to flash sale them, which we will. People keep asking for them, and I'll be honest with you. I'll be completely honest with you. I've known for a little while that there's like a couple down there, and I just haven't been fucked to sell them.
Yeah.
Not on me. It's a decision I've made.
Yeah.
It's just, live with it. Make your peace with it.
Well, now's your chance.
Now's your chance. If you want
Your last of the 2024 membership, dude. That's all it is. If you look behind me, if you're watching YouTube, you can see the vast array there. We've got, obviously, the original Midnight Blue, I think, 1 of 100. The black, summer tan, rosé cord, white cord. Then we've got the chocky bitch that's en route.
This may or may not be on sale.
Well, sorry, may or may not be. 20, we'll see.
We'll see.
hellosport.shop, 6 p.m. tonight. Now, Eddie, next present. Oh, cunt. Yes, dude. Yes. I got to be honest. What are you doing, mate? What are you doing?
Mate,
what are you doing?
Fucking 3 calls from the missus. You think something's wrong?
No, that's fine. Of
course you do. Is there something wrong? No, there's not.
Just to how are you?
There's nothing going. There's nothing wrong.
Nah.
I'm just going to reply to her.
No, that's fine. Can you put the elevator music in?
Yeah.
Thank you. Because I'm really excited about what this next gift is.
So Punters and Dribblers, if you've never been in a long-term relationship or married, this is what happens. You tell them you're doing a potty, and then you get a couple of calls, and it's just, life shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, just what time are you gonna be home?
Yeah, dude. What time are you going to be home might be the most annoying fucking question.
What time are you gonna be home?
Whenever I say, oh, no, that was just a good day. No, just another customer. Don't worry about that. Now, Eddie, this came across our desk recently from a dear friend of the show, the NRL Roasty.
Yep.
He did his own Devon review. Now, obviously, the review itself was front and center, but he was also...
Did we ever fucking clip that up of us out in Devon?
Yeah, I think Cody did.
Has it gone out?
Don't think it's gone up.
I didn't even see it. Anyway, we'll get back to that. Roasty was wearing a T-shirt that was like the many faces of the many characters, the many lives of your good friend here, Tommy Burns. I'm not, I'm the shy retiring type, but to have a fucking T-shirt with me face on it, look at these.
Who made this?
Roasty did.
Just made it.
Look at this, dude. This thing fucks the house down. You want to talk about merch that moves the needle?
What does it say?
Tommy Birmingham, surround yourself with goers and you too shall go. And just me and all of my, some cooler photos and some where I maybe don't look as cool, like that one from the Daily Telegraph.
You look all right.
No, you reckon?
You look okay.
Oh, okay. I'll never forgive that lady for doing that to me. I'll never forgive her.
You look bald.
I know I do, dude. But,
we've been over that.
We've been over it. It's not fair.
I think you look great, buddy.
Dude, how good are these T-shirts?
I'm going to rock the fuck out of this.
Yeah, dude.
My old mate Tommy Burn, son of an Aussie hero, legend through and through. I was just sitting in his tidy whities, pulling in rubbity's chode, conversational genius and a witty cunt on the booze. That's me old mate.
That's me old mate song. Roasty, thank you.
Well done, Roasty. Beautiful stuff.
I don't know that these would sell at the market, but they're fucking hot. And I'll be wearing it. Or maybe my wife will, because I can't really necessarily walk around with a T-shirt with my faces on.
Why?
Well, it's a bit punchy. I don't know. Okay, present number 3. Or is this to Tommy Tobler?
No, it's for you guys.
Okay. All right.
What's this?
Well, let's just
Have a
open
look.
It, I reckon. Let's open it.
Have a look. No
Is
spoilers.
this going to be another failed fucking attempt?
Mate, the amount of people who are fucking DMing
Well,
us
that's up
being
to
like,
you guys.
some guy's like, oi, dude, if you get any more fucking tickle me blockers, like, don't give out a baggy green until I've had my chance. I'm like, dude, we can't. I'm not waiting.
That could be this guy.
Ooh. Wow. Ooh. No, it wasn't. He messaged me today, this guy. This is good. This ain't bad, Ed. This ain't bad. Who's it from? Do we have any messages in here? No.
Matthew.
Jesus.
Matthew, who?
Matthew Hansen from Colo Vale. Shout out to the Colo River. Not the same place. Me think it amazing. So, tickle me blocker. Blocker just loves to be tickled. He is so ticklish. Just listen to him laugh. Blocker laughs and giggles. Tickle Blocker's tummy to hear him talk and laugh. With all of your favourite blockerisms, including me think it amazing. He's a footballer, this kid. The great players in this game have been the best. Forward pass, I think they should challenge this. No disrespect to Denning Kemp. He's not the fastest bloke. All right, let's give him a tickle.
Pull him out.
Hold it up to the mic.
Yeah,
Pull him out.
Yeah, I'll pull him out. Look at this cute little
Show,
blocker.
show me.
He's a cute little blocker. Look
It's
at
a
it.
bit Trump-esque.
He's a fucking, looks like a little Trump doll. That's it. You've gone around the
That's
horn.
it. I've gone around.
Show me him.
I wonder how he's got his face on.
Show
that.
me him. It's pretty good.
It's pretty good, dude. It's pretty cute.
It's he's got his little suit
It's less
on. His
haunting
little-
than a few of the other
dude.
He's got his
submissions.
little tie.
I know.
And he's actually got his face on the doll.
I don't know
which
how
is
he's done that.
really impressive.
Yeah.
Let me just see how it works.
You know the only thing, and I'm not. This isn't a reason not to do it. This isn't a reason not to give out greatness and glory. Is it doesn't? He says on the back that he giggles, and I was expecting a couple of blocker giggles.
That's
I'm
a
just
bit hard.
saying, I did. I'm not saying it's not a reason.
If you listen to me, you're a dribbler.
It's 100% the best one I've ever got. There's not a doubt in my mind.
Dude, I think it's pretty fucking good.
I know.
That's blocker,
I know.
first and foremost.
Yeah.
Like that is.
Yeah, 100%.
We've been looking for a Tickle Me Blocker doll that you could sell.
I know.
That fucking does it all. He's got his little suit on. Look at these. Look at the other ones we've got. Horrific.
Dude, let's get him up.
Horrific.
Let's get him up to see.
Oh, I can't fucking stand that little Chucky doll one, the saw. Yeah,
Look at this bloke.
That guy's so
That's fucking
creepy.
sore. That's a sore
You know
doll.
what, though? I actually think this is the worst of all of them.
Dude, look. That's what blocker actually looks like. Look at this guy. Look at the other bloke.
Where's the fourth one?
Oh, that's a great question.
Where is the fourth one?
Can you have a look for it, Tobler? Or Willie? Someone?
The guy that was the Tickle Me box.
Tickle me block, and he's like,
no, it's the Tickle Me box.
yeah, tickle me box. That was right. But like, this actually is the worst one. Even though that one's that evil one, the Kelvin one's the terrifying. But like this origin.
Does that one even tickle? Oh, it's got it in the hand, I think.
I think it did when we first got it.
Yeah, it's dead now. There's a lot of floating shit around this thing's head. And then this looks like him, but it's not.
You know what I like about this one?
How cute he is.
Is that that's blocker.
Blocker's face on that doll.
I don't know how he's done that.
I have no idea how I've done that. And let me just read you this message from.
That's actually really fucking impressive. Like that
Show
is
the
fur.
camera, Ned. Show the camera.
That's fur.
It's a furry blocker doll face.
That's fur. Like it's not. It's like on
Like
the
a
fur
pillow?
somehow.
Yeah, well, it's just like it's like the whole thing is him. Now I just want to find this message. Where
I don't
is
know
it?
how he's done that. Tom,
Where is this guy? Here we go. This guy, Kyle Watson, sent us this message today. I have a Tickle Me Blocker in the works. If any others come through, can you hold off on judging it until mine is ready? I've spent an unholy amount of money on designing it and building this thing. What is the shipping address? Coming from New Zealand.
when is he sending it? When?
Well, I go, how long until we can expect it? There's a few people, bro. He goes, I'm thinking a month. He goes,
A month when?
Is it a month from today?
Oh,
Yeah. And then I'm just like, can't make promises, bro. See how we go.
bro.
It's end of the year.
A month is we're on holidays. We wouldn't get till January.
It's like a week after the Christmas party.
When 13th would still be here.
About a month. About a month.
Yeah.
Come from New Zealand.
You don't say about a month if it's under a month. You say 2 weeks, bro.
Yeah. Oh,
And it's come from New Zealand. We will not get it this side of fucking
this
Chrissy.
year.
That's pretty good.
Chuck him in.
It's pretty
Chuck
good.
him
It's
here, dude.
just,
It's also kid friendly. Like Kelvin's one to terrify any kid. That Origin one.
but
they go,
also
not
that's
blocker.
blocker. It's
I
not
know.
an interpretation of blocker. It is blocker.
So cute, dude.
Like the whole idea is that we want to Tickle Me Blockers because we thought blockers are fucking huge dribbler,
Yeah.
and we wanted to like potentially sell them.
Well, that's I would.
Not that I don't think that'll happen now, but that was the idea.
Well,
originally.
hold on. I wouldn't rule out if we find a good supply chain where we can get Tickle Me Blockers knocked up, even if we just get a couple. Like it's not a money making exercise, but it is a dribbly exercise.
Let me run through what I like about this bloke. I like his little feet.
Yeah, they're so cute, dude.
I like his stumpy little chody legs.
Yeah, I like his.
I love that he's got a tie on
And
that
his little
actually-
jacket.
that points out off his neck.
Yeah,
I love his little jacket he's got on.
I love the choice of Blocker's angry face.
Yeah,
he looks like a grumpy little cute thing.
Yeah, he's a grumpy little man who just wants to play rugby league again.
Yeah, but like he'd be really grumpy. He's almost a bit like Hasbulla, but like in terms of he's just this like funny little sweet thing that you can
Look at
hang
this
out
one.
with.
Look at this guy. Just
No,
that
not.
turns it on, and then it's like in the foot.
Other hand.
Better sound quality.
Yeah.
but a much bigger head.
And he's sewn on Blocker's face onto.
This is actually This is a doll of something else
That he's just sewn Blocker's face
Blocker's face onto, and then just ripped apart at the top.
Can I make a suggestion?
Yep.
And you can totally cut this out if it's a shit idea.
Yep.
Baggy green long lunch is when?
20
23rd?
21st
First.
December.
Do we give this last dribbler just a chance for his to come in as long as it comes in this side of the baggy green long lunch and then you make a decision?
Do we make
Like
it anyone? Because there could be a couple of people.
Well, hold
cooking
on.
up some
Okay, we have a
blockers.
cut off because if the lunch is on the 21st, you need to be
We
able
have
to
to do
book
it before
flights.
that.
So
Yeah,
you got to
like a
have
week
it to us
before.
by the 13th.
by that last
In a
Thursday
month.
pod.
No, the last Thursday, which should be the 19th.
That
No, because
Thursday.
you've got to then if you win a
No,
baggy
the
green,
18th.
but if you win a baggy green, then if you're in New Zealand, you have to fly over within 2 days.
You just
Like,
got to be ready.
It's 2 hours away. It's not far.
no, it's just more about organising your affairs,
not,
tickets.
It's not far. And
It's
it's
not
not
about
easy.
the distance.
Mate, if you think you're a sniff, you leave it open. It's a 2-hour flight. It's $100 fucking hotel in the city. It's a piece of piss.
Okay. So
Because there's
18.
a world where the one that we get sent is fucking immaculate.
So
I'm prepared now that we find ourselves in the absolute thick of a fucking Tickle Me Blocker off.
Yeah.
I'm happy to wait for other submissions. And is that me moving the goalpost? No, it's not. Because I set the goalpost and I can move them wherever the fuck I want. These have all been shit.
Awful.
It sparked a movement, a
Yeah.
Tickle Me Blocker movement. I want more dolls.
No, same.
And I want to fucking call at the end.
Yeah.
This guy, if that comes first, he wins. But it didn't. Didn't come first.
wait, what do you mean?
If that came
Oh, if
first,
this was the first Tickle Me you
that
got,
was,
yeah.
if that was this, you get one.
Yeah.
But it's a different world now,
We live in
bruh.
it. And listen, Heath Mason or whatever your name is from Colo River.
You're going to be hard to beat.
But you're also going to be feeling very aggrieved because this is a baggy green worthy Tickle Me Blocker. This cute little fucker right here.
but you know what's fucked you? We got a message today.
The message today. The message today, and you know what probably fucked you more was that he was like, I've spent an unholy amount of money on designing and building this thing.
I don't care about that. People spent money before. I don't give a fuck about that.
I know, but what I mean is it's made me want to, it's piqued my interest.
You want to see it.
I want to see what, like, again, no disrespect to Kelvin, who's obviously now becoming famous for awful baggy green submissions, but he spent an ungodly amount of money trying to make that memorabilia thing that smashed to shit in the mail.
Yeah.
And
not my problem.
No, it's not. But it piques my interest now. You don't need to spend shitloads of money to win a baggy green. Know that. We don't want that to be the thought process. But it is sometimes funny when you do and it's not good enough. And I'm at least interested.
Well, it's hilarious. And there's not a punter nor dribbler alive that thought any of those submissions were up to scratch.
No. Some people wanted
So we're
Kelvin
not
to get
being
one.
tyrants.
No.
It's just they weren't good enough.
Mate, listen, baggy greens are you have to preserve the sanctity. Like we got very close, and we didn't really, but people called it for nil.
The Thursday, the 19th which will be Wednesday the 18th as of recording.
So Wednesday the 18th.
When are we going to do the Christmas carols? Is that
we got to do Christmas carols as well?
All
Christmas
on the
carols
same
run
day?
concurrently.
Yeah, okay.
Christmas carols.
Double baggy green.
Mate, if I'm old, mate, I'm wigging about to get near by the 18th.
Yeah, well, so he should be. But that's your time frame. You got to work harder on it, bro. You got to work harder on it. Now, the Christmas carols.
Now, put it this way. This is just, I'm going to throw down straight up facts. Was it Heath Mason?
I don't know. Is Heath?
Who was that?
He plays for the Tigers. So
Heath
probably
Mason
not.
plays for the Tigers, or probably not.
Matthew Hansen.
I'm getting confused.
Sorry. Matthew
Sent this one.
Matthew Hansen.
Matthew Hansen, I'm going to lay it out.
Position.
I'm going to lay it out fucking factually for you. If we don't get a better submission than yours by the 18th of December, you've got a bag of grain.
Yep.
That's what's at stake.
That's what's at stake. Also,
and if you just go, I want to make his version slightly better, wrong. It needs to be different.
now,
You can't borrow from him.
well, you can't use this. This is already here.
No, but as in like that like the
Listen, it's already in production, so it's going to be different.
Well, they might
Look at
five
all.
weeks.
None of these are the same, dude. None of them are the same.
No, you're right.
This is human ingenuity writ large, and not ingenuity, probably too generous a word.
I love our tickle
The
me
diversity.
blockers, dude.
Look at the tickle me
I love our
blockers.
tickle me blockers,
Dude.
and tickle me box.
Yeah, tickle me box, but like we're gonna have a wall of tickle me blockers by the end of this.
It's been a fun saga.
Now,
I never want it to end.
no, I don't either. But
This is our way of keeping the
prolonging.
fucking show going.
you
Oh, he keeps falling.
Oh, that's all right. You mentioned Christmas carols. Now, I don't know whether last year we had like a genre around the Christmas carol or whether it was just like a dribbly Christmas, whether there's like a subject matter.
Well, there's a genre this time.
There is a genre this time, and it's because a dribbler sent us a DM with an idea for a song. And he hasn't made it, but he just was like, it would be funny if someone did it. And it's that Betty Davis eyes, but it's instead of Betty Davis, it's he's got Benny Davis eyes. So we would like the Christmas carols this year to all be Ben Davis themed. Not being mean to the guy.
That doesn't mean that they need to be Benny Davis eyes themed.
No.
It's Ben Davis Christmas carols.
Christmas carols. That's all it is.
Christmas carols about Ben Davis.
Christmas carols about Ben Davis.
Or the saga, or us and Ben Davis. or
Just
Ben
he's
Davis
got
and
to
us.
feature in it.
It's got to be Ben Davis has to be.
He has to feature in it. You have to find a way to work. It's like in the Sydney Film Festival where they're like, you have to fucking work in like a certain element.
A Trop Fest or something.
Trop Fest, that's what I'm thinking of. This is Benny Davis needs to find his way into these Christmas carols, and the greatest Christmas carol will get a baggy green.
Correct.
I think we do that before.
Oh no,
No.
no,
Incorrect.
Whoa.
Sorry.
Whoa.
Thank God.
Whoa up, Buttercup.
Yeah.
It needs to be of baggy green standard.
Yes.
Otherwise, there's none handed out.
'Cause the
and there wouldn't have been any handed out last year until fucking
Sam Rigney.
Sam
in the
Rigney
11th
blew our
hour.
cocks off with the last of the day.
Dropped his sack on everyone.
Listen, if Sam Rigney doesn't sack up, then no one gets a green. That's simple as that. And that will be the same this year. If they're all fucking dog shit, then no one gets one. Even if they're good but not great, no one gets one. Even if they're great but not baggy green worthy, none of them get one.
No.
So
We're not just going to give you a baggy green for a great carol, but there's a baggy green on the line for a
we're prepared to give one up.
great Benny Davis themed Christmas.
So there's
carol.
2 to get end of the year.
Yeah, all to play for, and it's a serious lunch. The Baggy Green members, you guys wouldn't know this. Obviously, there's a private Baggy Green chat group, which somehow Neil so's in, I think. But they've already organised like kick-ons and shit. Like it's
been sorted.
It's been sorted. Has it been sorted?
Yeah.
Yep. Eddie, can we
Not
say
under
it?
our name.
Can we explain it or not? Or is it best not to?
I don't give a shit.
Eddie, when he was hammered, promised Scotty Bellotti that he would shout them the penthouse apartment of a fucking hotel suite in Sydney.
Yep.
And
The least what we could do to give back.
Yes.
I believe
Yeah.
was the quote.
yeah, even though
Listen, when
Adam
I've had
When
a
Eddie's
couple, I'm a
fucked
generous
up.
guy. Generous guy.
Eddie promised someone $5,000 if they ran the marathon. Thankfully, they didn't run the marathon. This is all when
Generous
Eddie's
guy.
fucked up. If you want to try and get some shit, find Eddie when he's off his guts. And Eddie made a promise to that marathon runner saying it's a Hello Sport promise. And she left a voicemail being like, well, this is what Eddie promised. I'm like, well, we have to fucking pay this woman now.
It was for charity, not for her.
Sure. And of
Big
course.
difference.
Yeah, whatever, dude. You said a Hello Sport promise.
Yeah, listen, we would have had to have done it. But
Well,
it
she
wasn't.
didn't
It
run.
wasn't a gift. Put it that way.
No.
This,
no.
however, was a gift.
This was a gift.
This was a gift.
This was a gift. Taking
This
him out
was
for
a
lunch.
gift.
And now
I was having a great.
I get
go
it.
with my mate Scotty Bellotti, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it. You give a lot to the community. We'll
But then,
get it.
no, but then you didn't even remember,
You didn't remember
it the next
because
day.
then the next week I
Of
came in.
course,
I, was
I
like,
didn't remember it. It was after the Manly loss. I was
Yeah.
fucked up.
And then
But
he's
the
like,
look
what are
on
you
your
talking
face,
about?
then-
I don't fucking
Yeah.
know. I didn't. No, I didn't. I'm like, bro, apparently you did.
So now things need to be vetted.
Yeah.
which I think
But
we did at the golf day.
What I'm saying is, what we're all saying is, my generosity, our generosity,
That's what you
specifically,
get, though.
that's what's up for grabs
That's what you
now.
get when you're in the baggy green
There's a
community.
fucking penthouse with the Baggy Green members' names on
Beat
it.
the name of the place.
Beep that. Scotty Bellotti's name is on the booking.
Well, yeah, because
I'm fucking-
there's no you don't have your name on the booking or our name on the
Fuck
phone.
that.
We have no control over how they behave after they leave our
Correct. Jurisdiction.
jurisdiction. It's honestly still not what I want.
It's not the Muppet.
It's really cute and it's really funny, but it's not what I'm actually looking for. And that's the only part where I'm concerned. And obviously Eddie is weighing, but I'm still here. And I'm just telling you, it's a cute blocker. It's the best we've got. But if you can make me a Muppet blocker roach, fucking Muppets, I need it to be Elmo, Tickle Me Blocker. Like it's that. If you can do that with better audio, this audio wasn't great, but again, he's still fucking clubhouse leader. There's a baggy green for you.
To really spell it out, and Tom,
Yeah.
this is just to help me echo what you've articulated before, but a Muppet that doesn't look like Elmo, but more that looks like the Count.
Correct. Not this fuzzy, like not Elmo, because that's like a bit the
Or like Kermit the
like
Frog.
Bert and Ernie, but in human colours.
But it
Yeah.
actually acts like a Tickle Me Elmo.
Get some laughter
Like-
in there. Get some laugh track. If you can find
there was a
some-
bit of vibration in the old Tickle Me Elmo as well.
Well,
Bloke
that's
used to
look.
shake,
That's
which is
listen. If you
a
could
step
do that,
further,
if you could
sure.
do that, it's next level. You getting some more techie, Ed? The conversation has continued around the Tickle Me Blocker since you left. I'll be honest, we have not ceased recording, and I have just been discussing about how, whilst I do love this cute little Tickle Me Blocker, and I do, and he is the front runner. He doesn't look like a Muppet, and that is something I am looking for. There's some Muppet qualities. No, but that doesn't matter because I've said it for a while. And if you think of Tickle Me Elmo, well, no, in fairness, Tickle Me Elmo is not. You can't make it look like fucking Elmo. It's just more that I have been asking for that. Now, this is still baggy green leader of the pack right now, like he is. I'm not saying it doesn't, but if you want to improve it, the audio could be better and you could have a big fat fucking Muppet for me. Well, yeah, look, I still like the Psycho Muppet sitting up there. Kelvin's Muppet, whilst he gets no baggy green for his efforts, is so fucked up that...
So you know what we should do? Get that baggy green behind you and put it on that one because it's like the
it's
front
the
runner.
current... I like it.
He's been promoted to the drum.
And put him on the drum. So he's in it for now. He's in it for now. This is gonna come down to the wire? Maybe.
It might. Now Edward. Andrew Voss, not to be mistaken with 3-time premiership player with the Brisbane Lions, Michael Voss. Also not to be confused with the twins who started the Facebook, the Winklevoss. Is. Also not to be confused.
Not a bad movie, The Social Network.
No, it is a good film.
Not a bad movie.
It is.
Made Mark out to be a huge cunt. And
might have
Justin
been.
Timberlake, who played whoever, was also a bad man.
Who did he play?
Sean Parker.
Who started
invented
Napster?
Correct.
Yeah. Okay, whatever. Vossy, nothing to do with Social Network, nothing to do with AFL. He has come out on SEN, our friends at SEN, and said that I reckon this could, in relation to the State of Origin, the vacant New South Wales State of Origin coaching job, I reckon this could be the calling of Trent Barrett. He's played State of Origin, and I think he can put it all together. I'd give him a crack. I mean, like, he's got a 30% coaching record, and what fucking Madge Maguire showed us this year is that maybe you need in the way that he bodied Billy Slater, maybe you need a full-time coach. And if you aren't going to go a full-time coach, do you go someone who has a bit of coaching record or like someone?
Well, and okay, and then if you don't go,
I feel like this is as I said on the Instagram, it sounds like Vossy's smoking crack as opposed to giving him a crack.
100%. So there's a couple of things here. Obviously, Trent Barrett got cracking at Manly, sold all our best players, and
Nico Hines.
and won at 39%. Then he went to Canterbury, and from 34 games, he won at 14%. Yes,
Right.
14.71.
Yep.
Then he went to Parramatta, he coached 14 games. Obviously, he was going for the gig. He won 28% of the games, 31.4% he's won. So with the Manly side, 2016, memory serves, on all right side, he only won 40% of the games. Again, sold all the players. What's his origin record like as a player? Because he was famously left out of the 2005 side because he was injured. Joey comes in, dominates.
Yeah, so
Games
not
2 or
left
3.
out. He was injured.
Sure. Great point.
He was a great player. Played for Australia and played for New South Wales in the 5'8" position, Edward. Also famously slapped in the face by Nathan Brown. Not the point, but he was. His origin, you got his origin record there, Tommy Tobler? Mr. Poopy Pants?
Boobs?
Poopy.
Poopies?
I almost shit the bed this morning as well.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that was bad.
What are you doing in here?
Well, no, that was just almost a fart follow through. That's like just the remnants of a
So
fucking
that's got nothing to do
bad
with you being
stomach.
sick.
Well, it does.
Hey, it's got nothing to do with the gastro I had on Monday. I just almost shit in my bed this morning.
It was a fucking grim wake up, dude.
So you did shit yourself this morning.
No, I
Yes,
was
you did.
so close, but I didn't.
How can you be so... You did, didn't
Because
you?
you know that feeling like when a fart turns into something more.
Yeah, but off the back of gastro, I consider those
So you
to be
caught it
linked.
in your cheeks.
essentially.
I
Yeah.
Felix is lost.
So everyone fucking.
You caught it in your
fucking-
cheeks, didn't you? You've
Everyone's
gone
saying I
bright
was
red, your
bullshitting
face is
this
shiny
whole-
as fuck.
Everyone's saying I'm bullshitting this whole thing. You can fucking go have a look at my bed sheets. Anyway.
No one said you were bullshitting. That was all a joke.
If anyone was.
What is going on?
If anyone was. Sorry, where's his
Mr.
record?
Poopy Pants. I shit my bed this morning. It's not the gastro I had on the weekend, though. I'm like, you don't think there's fucking any correlation between the fact you were shitting near to death on Monday and now you're always crapping in your bed 2 days later?
Mr. Poopy Pants is the funniest nickname for Tobler.
Yeah,
The irony
fuck.
that he's got it as well when I've literally shit myself on a
That's not the
podcast.
nickname I thought I was going to have after the last weekend.
Oh
Fucking.
my God.
Why isn't his fucking
Why aren't
origin?
you on, are you on
trying to find
Wikipedia, Tobler, or are you on some
No,
weird
this
site?
this rugby league project should be there. I'm confused.
It has New South Wales country, but not New South
Why
Wales.
would that be?
Coaching career statistics, is that why?
Are you? Do you want his playing career?
Oh,
Yeah, dude, 'cause he's never coached State of
yeah,
Origin.
yeah.
Here we go. Sorry, I was distracted.
Okay.
Obviously.
you
Poopy
just
pants.
fucking-
Poopy pants and everything.
You focus on not shitting yourself, mate. 1997 to 2010 was the last time he played for. Or is that
So 11 appearances in the sky blue of the state. And he won 36%.
his win percentage isn't that much better either.
He
He
interestingly
played 2 games for New South Wales Country, which is very close to my heart. He lost both games. Then he played for New South Wales. He won 36%. He's got a real thing for the 30s.
Oh, he loves the 30, Mr. 30%.
Mr. 30%.
Him and Ben Teo signed on to be Madge's assistant coaches next year.
30% Trent. For the Broncos.
Yeah.
Ben Teo, shout out to him.
Ben Teo's the man. I love
We
Ben
fucking
Teo.
love Ben Teo. Wish him all the best.
Listen, all we're saying is Trent's record as a coach generally is diabolical. And then at Origin level as a player, it's not great.
11, but also it's not like he's a fucking one of the great state players we've ever had. 11 games isn't enough, and 30% clip's not great.
11 games is okay to play State of Origin. Where you can have your perception sort of a bit warped by Queensland. 11 games isn't bad.
It's at least
That's
4
like,
years.
That's like 4 years.
yeah.
True.
Or 4 series. You know,
True.
it's not too bad.
I'm prepared to wear that and take that. back.
But 30.
He also played 97, 2001, 2002, 2004, 2005, 2009, 2010.
He's like he's spanned quite a while.
Okay, I'm prepared to take that back, Trent. I'm prepared to take that back.
So he's
He
played
goes
half
loss, win,
mainly
win,
it's
draw,
six.
win, loss, win, loss.
and a few of those
But he's
losses.
fallen into a bad time.
Well, dude, his last 4 fucking games were from 2009, or 2 in 2009, 2 in 2010, when we were we were nuts deep in the decade of dominance from Queensland.
Okay, you know what I'm going to say? I'm going to say a couple of things here, Tom. Thing number one is that I think Andrew Voss has started to get a bit of the fucking Bulldog Richies about him, and he's like, I'm going to say outrageous shit.
I was going to say the Sleepy Joes.
I think I'm going to say outrageous shit or controversial stuff to give me
Some headlines.
some headlines because no one cares about what I have to say otherwise. The other thing I will say is we were pretty quick to shit on Madge, and he went out there and did the damn thing.
Correct.
I don't know what Trent's like in terms of motivating the man.
Listen,
Has he got up into the mountains, folk? Let's go and fucking do the tough stuff. Throw a railway sleeper over the shoulder. Let's get down to brass tacks. Has he got that about him? Because he's also very gorgeous and very pretty.
That's the problem.
And I'm a bit concerned about having a really hot, sexy coach in charge of the state.
well, because they just make you giggle. You know what I mean? They don't get you in the mood to
all I'm
fucking.
thinking about is if you still got a six pack.
He's flirting with you the whole
There's
time.
no hair, and I reckon you know how to use your penis,
Dude, let's be honest. If you're a really hot man or woman, or if you're around a really hot man or woman, they can basically, as long as they're not asshole people, they can pretty much just get whatever they want
Pretty much.
out of you. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You just like you.
They can
giggle at
pretty
them.
much put whatever they want into you and get whatever they want out
Out
of
of
you,
you.
depending on.
All consensual, but to that end, it does concern me. And I will say this: the Madge Trent comparison, which friend of the show and creator of the greatest T-shirt of all time, NRL Roast, left a comment on our Instagram being like, you know, fucking, we all thought Madge was going to be shit. His coaching record at the Tigers wasn't good. He went to the New South Wales, and I'm like, listen, Roasty, brother, mate, friend, Roasty. Madge has won a competition with South Sydney, the drought breaker they call him. He won fucking South's first comp in 40 years. He also won a comp over in the Super League, which that's not that hard. It's obviously a little bit better than Queensland, the Queensland comp in the 80s, but like he's won comps wherever he's gone. He won with Australia. He won against Australia with New Zealand. Yeah, he didn't have a great record with the Tigers, but that's the Tigers. And we all know that to be true.
They came ninth, didn't they?
Maybe one of the years, but they sucked a lot of them as well. It's not the same thing. Trent Barrett's never won more than 39% of his games in a season. Madge has won the competition in the NRL, the hardest competition in the land. He's now had to go work the Bulldogs. Like, we were wrong in our perception of Madge, but we were hoodwinked. Whereas Trent, the stats are in front of your fucking face.
They are in front of your face, Tom. The difference, I think, potentially is because it's a state of origin gig and someone like Mal Meninga famously can't coach, did the damn thing for a long period of time.
He had the greatest team of all time.
Yes, I know that. We've got a fucking good team, though. We do have a good team. It's just about how well does the man motivate. Does he motivate the man? Can he motivate
men?
That's what I don't know. Off the rip, how much chest hair's he got? I don't think he's got any.
Well, is he a wax guy?
Like, what's his vibe?
I honestly think that he would actually, I don't think he wouldn't have your level of chest hair, which, you know, where your chest hair, you know, it's obviously, it's luscious and gorgeous.
Fuck all.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's like a nice amount of chest hair.
He hasn't got any.
Well, he could do with a bit more in that photo.
He hasn't got any.
He's also fucking 14 in that photo.
Yeah, he's super young. This is the only one I can find recently.
14?
I'm saying that's years ago. You get more chest hair as you get older, which I know is
got any.
When you get older, you get more.
No,
I've got more chest hair than I've ever had. I know that concerns you,
Find me a
dude.
photo with him with
I
chest
know
hair.
that's concerning for you because you fucking hairy as shit and you're going to be Austin Powersy. Don't get upset. I'm saying you get more hair as you get older.
He's got none.
So you would argue that if he has none there,
I don't think he's got any now. I don't think he's got any, full stop.
I reckon he would. But I'm saying it'd be like a nice smattering. You know, like the ideal amount of Vegemite? That's what I think it would be, but in chest hair terms.
I don't think he's got any. I've said it 3 times.
You think he's bald?
Yep.
But he's got you can see a snail trail there.
That's a tiny, that's not on his chest.
No, but do you not, I know you've been hairy since like the moment you fucking came out of the womb, but like hair spreads.
I don't think so.
I'm getting hairier.
I don't think so.
Yeah, okay, you don't understand it because you're too hairy. You can't see the forest from the trees because you're in the fucking forest of your chest.
I don't think he's got chest hair now.
I know.
I don't know how many times I need to say it. I think I'm fucking just repeating myself
I know you are.
over and
I know
over
you
and
are.
over and
I know.
over and over again.
Because you're too hairy.
So you reckon when at what 26 there?
Yeah.
He doesn't have. Like, you reckon he's got it 4 years later? No.
Zoom in the middle. Zoom in on the middle of that chest, right?
That's
in between.
shadow.
I'm saying zoom in.
Shadow.
Zoom in again. Wait,
Shadow.
what's it? Enhance. Enhance.
Yeah, there's a little.
There's hair there, bro.
There's a little bit in the middle.
There
That
is.
looks like shadow.
in
to me.
between
It's
zooms.
enhance. Can you enhance
I'm
something?
trying to enhance
What's
further,
it
but it's not
got?
enhancing.
Enhanced.
Enhance. Zoom all the way into the
Zoom in.
cellular level,
I'm
please.
seriously trying. Here's
Okay, let's
another
ask
more.
a different question. Find me a photo of Trent Robinson with chest
Trent
hair.
Barrett, not
A-
Trent Robinson. That's yuck, dude.
Trent
That'd be all blonde and
Trent
shit.
Barrett. A single photo of Trent with chest
I'm
hair.
struggling, eh? Like,
course
there's this
you are,
one which
'cause
is
you
more
don't have any.
recent.
Well, he doesn't have his fucking shirt on.
Mate, as if
That
he doesn't
other one was
take
the only one I
cunt
can
off.
find without his shirt on. But
Has he
here
got
there's-
Instagram? Can
There's
we
not even
DM
a
him?
little fro poking through.
Does he
the
have
fucking-
Instagram, Tobler?
There's no fro poking through. That was at the dogs recently. There's nothing doing.
Does he have Instagram?
He's too smooth, Tom.
I know. He's too smooth for the state.
Fucking, what are we talking about? We're getting out. We wanted to go down to the molecular level to see if he's got a fucking strand or two. That's not enough.
No. That was you when he was fucking early 20s.
Fuck off. He's got a dog's jersey on. That was the other
No,
year, you
not
silly
that-
cunt.
not that one.
There's nothing poking out the top.
Has he got
fuck all.
Instagram? Can we ask him?
Nah, he doesn't have
Fuck.
an official one.
Does anyone?
He's got every button undone in that photo, Tom. Every button.
Yeah, but underneath that, there's hair.
Every button's undone.
He's
You can't see shit.
no, but it's you can't. Listen, he's in good nick. The kid's in good nick. Kid's in good nick.
There's also potentially the part where he just like shaves it. Like he
Yeah,
gets
exactly,
rid of it.
dude. He could shave it
Well, that's
down.
not good enough either.
No, it's not. You got it. Well, listen, you shave. You trim down.
Not me trust.
You
But I
whack.
mean, like, if
you'll
he's-
whack. You'll chest whack. Sometimes you'll trim it back. No. I'll see you sometimes.
I'm
when you
saying, no,
fucking
what I'm
Austin
saying, what I'm
Powers.
saying is, if he's getting rid of all of it,
No,
is that good enough for the state?
No, of
That's what I'm
course-
saying.
No, it's not.
That's all I'm saying.
God, he's handsome.
He's very
Can't
fuckable.
coach to save his life, the poor bastard, though, can he?
Well, he can't head coach.
He can't coach to
He
save.
might have a bit of AC
Well,
about
that's
him.
not what we're talking about, mate. He can't fucking coach to save his goddamn life, and we love him for it. Thanks for everything you did at Manly. Now,
Big call, though, from Vossy.
yeah.
Is Vossy just, is he just, like, burning out?
No, he's not burning out. Vossy's still a great commentator. He's no Danganame, but he's great.
I'm talking about with his takes.
Well, no, his takes are shit. He was, he said that Suoli shouldn't
Tell
play
you who
for
gave him one of the great fucking burials of all time.
Oh, Angus Crichton.
AC Angus Crichton just
You're him
buried
suited
that
him,
cunt.
dude.
He
Angus
suited
Crichton
him.
shit all down his mouth.
Vossy went on a fucking rant saying that he shouldn't just walk into the Wallabies.
Well, here we go.
blah,
We'll
blah,
do
blah.
it. This is more from SEN. Brandy and Vossy every morning, weekdays, SEN 1170. Vossy, they've put it on Twitter, a quote. You can't have 2 training sessions and then get picked for Australia. He's got to play a game beforehand. It can't be a test. This is absolute rubbish. Angus Crichton shares that, saying, shush, let the kid play. Vossy then replies, sorry, Angus, I'm old school. As a kid, I dreamt of being good enough to represent my country in any sport. Like most sports fans, though, I wasn't good enough. The national jersey, the highest honour, should have been earned.
Jesus Christ.
What? I did a little burp. You
That's
got a
just
problem
how you
with it?
did it.
What do you mean I just didn't skip a beat? Just didn't skip a beat, mate.
It was just a bit theatrical,
Yeah,
a bit
well,
performative.
Well, yeah, it was a performative burp, mate. Yeah, I'm a performer.
Carry on.
Yeah, I'm just trying to The national jersey, the highest honour, should have to be earned, not given away. I wish Joseph nothing but success.
No, you
AC
don't.
comes.
You've been shitting
No,
on him.
you don't. You just shit on him. Angus comes back. That's Angus Crichton, by the way. 100% playing for the Wallabies is the highest honour in union. Just being one, Joey being one of the brightest prospects in both codes, then taking the risk to jump across in his prime. That is him earning his spot. Let's support the boy instead of knocking him down. Andrew Voss comes back. The reward for the hard work up to now is the paycheck. The Australian jersey shouldn't be a set of steak knives thrown in. Just my opinion, and would think the same of any sport. It isn't knocking him down, just my belief around national representation. Angus Crichton returns serve. It's not a set of steak knives thrown in, ? He's worked hard and earned his spot in the squad. And if he trains well enough, he might even earn a spot in the 23. Now, Suoli goes on to earn his spot in the starting side, rips and tears, to which Angus Crichton shares a photo on Twitter. Congrats to the Wallabies and my boy Jesu for blocking out the noise. Huge win, shut a lot of people up. And he's got a photo of Suoli doing that pass to Tom Wright, and instead of the ball, it's a set of steak knives. Absolutely wrecked.
Absolutely wrecked. Couple of things. If that's AC's own Photoshop work, proud of the kid.
Hugely
Proud of the kid.
Yeah.
I suspect maybe not, but but even if it's not, he's outsourced well.
Dude,
he's outsourced well.
Can I say this about AC, who, probably the last thing he feels like doing after a year of rugby league and he's on holidays is coming on the pod, but we will get him on at some point. He's probably sunning his cock somewhere.
I want to say, to back what you've just set up, he has earned a breather.
Seriously. But his Twitter work, I think, is underrated. When I'm on there, he's constantly tweeting, and not constantly tweeting in a way where you're like, like Peter Fitzsimon's levels. He's just active on Twitter. He's active. He's out there. He's tweeting.
Yep.
And I just respect a man. Then you see this and you're like, oh, he's not just tweeting. Like, his Twitter game is strong. He's just wrecked Vossy here in a big way.
Buried him.
Wrecked.
Buried the Voss.
And that's not Michael Voss.
No.
Or the Winklevoss.
No.
Or Voss Water.
No. It's Andrew Voss. The thing I would say about this is that I don't think, Vossy, you don't need to tie yourself to like trying to protect the sanctity of the Wallabies. I just think that that's a weird hill to die on. I also don't think that you saying that you're old school then constitutes, like, that doesn't then equal that you're right.
Oh, here we go. We got a nice ending to the story.
Oh, we do?
Yeah. It's from Felix over there, who's still giggling at topless shit in his bed. Andrew Voss responds, ha. Great photo, Angus. My opinion unchanged on earning Australian jersey in any sport. Doesn't mean I'm right. Well done, Wallabies. Good luck, V Tonga, old chap. You have earned your spot, in brackets. Ha. And
Well done,
then
Vossy.
Crichton says, ha, thanks, mate. Handshake. That's good honest. That's good honest Twitter beef, dude. Well done, everyone.
Well done, everyone.
That's good, honest, harmless Twitter beef.
Well done, everyone. Well
and I
done,
like
everyone.
Vossy actually more. Not that I didn't like Vossy, but I respect the way Vossy's going about his business there.
Love it. Love it. I disagree with Vossy. He's acknowledged that he's probably wrong, and he is.
He's
And we
acknowledged
move
he's
on.
wrong without saying I'm wrong. He's like, I might be wrong, but I'm standing by it.
You know how you earn your you know how you earn your Wallabies jersey? You know how you earn it?
I'm being really good.
By being the best.
Yeah.
By being the best in the position. That's how it's earned. I know that might be crazy, but it's actually what they're doing is selecting the best in
But
the
if you were
country.
Joe Schmidt and you see at training that you've just signed this absolute fucking throbber, and you're like, no, I haven't seen him play rugby union, but I know he knows how to play, and I've seen him play rugby league, and he fucking throbbed his cock off, and I'm looking at him at training, and he's throbbing his cock off.
Mate, he would be selected.
Why wouldn't I? I want to win.
He would have been selected, I would say, obviously off his resume, but mostly the way he trained. The
Yes.
guy would have been like he's undeniable.
He was signed because of his rugby league pedigree and because of
And he's in the squad because of assumption, but he's in the
Yes.
fucking 23 because the guy's undeniable
Yes.
at training.
Yes.
That would 100% be the case.
Yes.
He would have been dominating every other motherfucker, and he would have been like, whoa, Jesus.
What am I going to do? Not
What am I
pick
going to
him?
do? Not pick him? Madness.
Madness.
Absolute madness.
Madness. Now, from greatness, these barflies, dude. We probably need a bit of spray in here.
But where have they come from?
They live in
have
here, dude.
But like where? Where do they live?
Probably in the booze cupboard.
Every time there's just like
I'd love to know
years
where they
or
live.
They love
You're
Techie,
around, they
dude.
come
They
out.
love Techie and they love 4 Pines. When the 4 Pines comes out, the barflies come out. When the Techie
We
comes out,
I just want to say to the staff that we tried to negotiate to get you air conditioning.
we did actually try to negotiate air conditioning.
what with the strata?
Yeah, no, with the landlord. They were trying to get us. We basically had an agreement in place for a 1-year extension for this fine establishment.
after the initial year, which ends in December.
Think of it like a rugby league contract. Like we had a year in our favour. We unfortunately didn't activate that in time because we were not conscious of the finicky nature of the
But
contract.
we got done on an illegal technicality.
It was a bullshit technicality. They tried to fuck us, but they then were trying to push for 2 years. Now, listen, we could have taken 2 years, but we felt like we felt a little aggrieved because we'd said 1.
We'd been wronged.
We'd been wronged. So then we said, well, listen, we'll take you 2 years if you get us air conditioning. And they said, 1 year it is. They go, you got fans, shut up. So anyway,
I just wanted you to know that we've been trying to fight for
Well,
your
that's
best
good that
interests.
you've pushed for us.
behind the scenes, we've been fighting. And if you
Because
need
there's
us,
been back and forth, baby. There's been emails sent.
Yeah.
We
we got a paper trail.
Yep.
But if you need us, we'll be up in the air-conditioned office during the height of summer.
Yeah,
And it's only
85
good
inch
for
TV.
2.
Yeah, no, there's room for 2. And if I and Eddie aren't in there,
hot
then it'll be
water
closed.
and sunlight and
There's no sunlight up.
What was that, Poopies?
yeah, hot water, sunlight.
PB pants, what?
What's Senor Poops over there doing?
Senor Poops?
Pooping myself as per.
Was that
Oh, dude.
I didn't know what you were saying. Sorry, buddy.
Senor Poops.
Senor Poops?
Eddie, just want to shout out our good friends at Ned's, #1 punting platform of all time. Shout him out and apologise because obviously I bet on Tommy Turbo anytime try score this week and he got up. It was the easiest bet of all time. But if you can give me $2, I'm going to pound it and then I'm going to share it to my profiles on the Ned's app so that you can follow me.
Exactly. Now you'd be like, oh, but there's no more rugby league. Doesn't matter. There's NBA, there's NFL, there's horse racing, there's the UFC this weekend, there's cricket coming up, there's Big Bash coming up, there's tests coming up, there's things coming up.
There's things coming up.
So if you don't have an account, go set yourself up with one, gamble responsibly, make smart decisions, but get yourself an Ed's account.
God,
and
I
then follow Tom and I because
Yeah.
we're elite.
Follow us.
On the profiles. Follow us on the profiles because we're elite.
Yep.
We're best in class.
Yep.
Fact.
Go Neds. Chances are you're about to lose. For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website. Eddie,
Yeah.
so, and this obviously will affect a couple of the people.
I love me mates here.
Do you? I tell you, but do you feel a bit fucked up cuddling that one?
No, I've got a really strong bond with this bloke.
Do you?
Because he
You
was
and
first.
Kelvin's one.
It's like my first bond, you know? That I haven't
Okay.
got.
I've got some exciting news. I've got some exciting news. Well, it's not exciting news. I've actually, you've got friends who are just good at everything. Or you know people.
I've
Whether
got,
it's
a couple
friends
of,
or-
I've got a couple of friends.
Well,
that
you
are,
just
yeah.
know people that are like, say they're good at sport, they're good looking, they're fucking
Yeah.
intelligent, they're creative, whatever. Like, it doesn't need to be all of those things at once.
Sorry.
That's right. You just calm down there with your blockers.
I agree there. I still think that there's more pain for the Tigers. I'll tell you why.
Great audio.
There's more pain for the Tigers, I'll tell you that. We'll come to that in a second. Okay, Eddie. Okay, all right, I'm just going to let this go. It's a better audio. Will you give that one a kiss? Yuck,
All right,
dude.
go.
Yuck. Nathan Cleary.
Sorry.
That's all right.
Go.
Nathan.
No, go. Go.
Okay.
No, we're going to get on with the show.
No, we do have to get on with the show, mate. Yeah, we do. It's fucking midnight.
Yeah.
Nathan Cleary. Good looking.
Yep.
He's good looking enough.
He's well.
Chicks like.
He's hooked up with a mate of mine.
Who?
I'm not going to say.
Cut that out. Or just beep it.
It's a girl.
Just beep my mouth and cover my mouth, and then make sure you do it though, because that'll cause me some problems.
And make sure, yeah. Well, I'm not going to say who it is, but yeah, beep that.
Anyway,
Yeah.
he's an artist. Did you know that?
As in a painter
Yeah, dude.
or a drawer.
No, yeah, like an art, yeah, drawer artist. So they
did not know
No,
that.
just don't. Just hold. So the article was in the newspaper, right? So he was on holidays with Mary, and they were like fucking gallivanting around Europe and shit.
Yep.
And they must have gone to somewhere where you do like those drink and paint or something. And then they've been sharing on social media, and they shared it in this article, and I'm like, you see it and you're just like, how the fuck can someone be like also be able to paint really well? Tobler.
Oh, he's that good.
Dude.
Mate, it's not the worst thing I've ever seen. Like, it is, but it's also not. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't reckon I could get anywhere near that.
Nowhere near that.
You know what I mean?
Nowhere near that.
She looks fucked up.
Well, like it just doesn't.
Particularly her fucking eyes. Her eyes are weird as shit.
Well, it's like it doesn't look like.
But I
it.
tell you what he nails, like, and he's fucking a leader, her hair.
Yeah, the hair looks
The
See
hair-
the hair at the top? He's fucking
And then the
nailed
highlights
the
at the
fuck
end.
out
He's
of it.
nailed the frizziness of the hair, like at the ends.
Eyes, work to do on the eyes. That's okay.
Work to do on the eyes.
That's okay. The
Work
eyebrow's
to
pretty
do-
good.
Work to do more generally.
I think the eyes are weird. I keep
Yeah.
going back to the eyes. Eyes are weird.
Well, I think the
But
eyes
the
are.
hair, he has fucking nailed the hair. Look at the like the frizziness, the wispiness at the top.
Yeah.
Can we zoom in on that? Can we punch it
Can
on
we
that?
can we enhance?
Can we enhance that? Look at that. That's pretty good.
Love hearts in the ear holes. Interesting choice. A nice choice.
I would have gone at the bottom, buddy, but that's okay.
Yeah, that's true. You don't pierce the center.
Don't you
of
reckon
the
that's
ear.
impressive, the wispiness there?
I'd say the wispiness is impressive. Yes.
The hair looks great. I was actually thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
He's done a really good job there.
He's had a great go of the hair.
Also, a nice two-tone of the hair as well.
Yeah.
Well,
the
it's
belly
got- it's a
arch,
little
mate.
belly arch. It's a little belly arch.
I'd say this though, maybe spent too much time on the hair and not enough on the physical.
I tell you what he's fucking spent no time on. The eyes and the nose.
The nose has had no work.
The eyes and the nose have had fucking no work.
I think the lips need a bit of work as well.
I'd say the whole face could be improved in terms of trying to look like Mary.
I'm really impressed with the hair.
Can we zoom out? Zoom back out. De-enhance. She's a beautiful woman, Mary. Now there is
Beautiful is almost underselling it. She's
Well-
fucking box office.
correct. She's also got the gift of the gab as well. She painted Nath.
Did she?
Yeah. You might have just had to have clicked back there, Tobo. I don't know where that's gone, but
That's better.
do you think that's her eyes are better? Those
Her eyes
eyes tell way more of a tale. Thick, bushy eyebrows for Nath?
Yep. The chin's not big enough.
No, you know what that to me says? She doesn't. He knows he's got a prominent chin, a chin of
She's a
substance.
gentle lover.
Well, she's like, I just don't want to go too
She's
hard
a gentle
on the
lover.
chin side of things. Like,
He actually also looks Devo.
yeah, she's made him sad.
He's like looking down at the ground.
Yeah.
That's where I reckon what he looked like when Moses won. Like, he was pumped, but he's also like Devo.
Now, I think she's...
Does that mean?
But you know what? I think she's nailed his hair pretty much as well. That's
Yeah.
That's Nathan's hair, bruh.
I want to say something, and I'm going to say it.
Fuck, I hope so.
I feel like they've had a hair expert in there.
Someone's coming and gone. We'll paint
I reckon an external person's done the hair. Nothing about the rest of the drawings tells me they're up to hair quality. I'll
tell you what, she's got his eyebrows as well. The kid's got some brows on him. His eyes are really good. She's done good eyes.
I can't get over the hair.
The
hair is unbelievable.
The facial proportions on Nathan are much better. They're much closer to actual.
I will
human
say this:
form.
when you sit them next to each other, he's awful compared to her. She's done a great job.
Tell you what we should get Cody to do is portraits.
Can you paint, Cody?
I haven't done much of it. There's kind of like a naively arrogant part of me that thinks that I can.
All right, there we go. Cody's going to paint us.
Haven't you done some mural work?
What about
Oh
this?
yeah, actually,
Paint us like one of your French girls?
What? Yeah.
I've done murals, but I haven't really done.
I want you to paint Tom and I as French girls.
Yeah. So you've got to have us nude, but us as with our head. Is that what you mean?
And wearing a necklace.
Big fat tits.
No. Draw us in situ. Draw us as we are.
Our bodies, right?
Draw our bodies. Obviously, we'll have our cocks covered because I think we'll be up to some sort of fucking...
We'd get breached
We'd
on
be up to
Instagram.
our neck in bloody old pooey pants over there and tell the police.
Yeah.
I haven't gone yet. I don't think that'd be the straw.
And
Fucking hell.
we'll both wear the heart of the ocean.
Yeah. Okay. I like that.
Pay for the materials.
Put it on the list to purchase a replica heart of the ocean.
Yeah.
I'd love to see you two paint each other as well, which is obviously what they've done here.
That actually would be funny. We should paint each
Paint
other.
and sip. Date
So this is what we'll do.
Live stream.
This is what we'll do. I'll paint Tom. Tom will paint me, and then Cody will paint the both of us for context.
Yeah. But I think you and I painting each other, it needs to be the next thing. Because off the back of this... Well, we can't lay down heart of the ocean style cocks out and paint each other. So that'll be tough. Cody could just paint us. Painting, like, I just think, like, the portraits of us. I would like a heart of the ocean.
I want a legit one to hang.
It'd look fucking disgusting.
That's why it'd be funny.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah. I'd make him paint me with a six-pack
Anyway,
on fire.
you've got us thinking. I'm going to go Team Mary on this one.
I am.
Again, look at the shading around the neck.
Nathan's nose, eyes, eyebrows, lips, moustache, chin's the biggest mistake. Tell you what, she's put the shadow of the chin to be far more prominent than the chin itself. She's like, I know that the shadow of Nathan's chin is the real shadow of Nathan's chin, but the chin itself is a bit reduced.
Can I also just come to Mary's defense in this situation? Is that looking from front on, Nathan's chin not as prominent. You need like at least a little bit of angle to like really emphasize how big his chin is.
So she's painted him front on for a reason, you're suggesting.
They just seem to be front on portraits.
Exactly. I'm just saying that's potentially why it doesn't look as big as it is.
This love story is so nice.
I can't believe we picked it.
We fucking broke it. You're right. You're absolutely right.
Do you know what I mean?
You can't tell that's a big chin from the front. Edward, do you know that 5 West Tigers players were issued breach notices today or yesterday whenever they returned to training? Because when they went off on their holiday, their sad off-season holiday of, disappointment, they were given strict conditions to come back in certain, shape, and 5 of them didn't.
5.
Yeah, and some of them are going to, front the board and shit.
2 of them need to front the club's board to avoid having their contracts torn up.
Who?
Hasn't been named yet.
I like it. If I'm a Tigers fan, I like it. I'm not surprised, but I'm like, were you guys doing this already? Is that not like standard practice?
Does that speak to a lack of respect for the coach?
Well, I don't know, because it seems like it's a new thing. So is it just a lack of is it just the type of player they have?
As
the
in
standards.
As in
if you agreed to it though, yeah, and then you don't do it.
I think that this would have been, if you've got to front the board for fucking this up, it would have been told as they left, these are the standards, this is what you have to meet when you get it back. You can't make them up when someone gets back and go, oh, by the way, this is what you need to look like. Or these are the...
No, they were set before they left.
They were told in exit interviews.
Exactly. That speaks to me as a rank level of disrespect.
I think it's kind of going to be, it's kind of important who it is. So it's important to know which players are the ones, and you may never find out, but like which players are the ones that did it, because that will be telling in terms of like whether it's coach related, whether it's like if you're a young player, maybe it's just that you haven't been around a professional setup and you don't really know what the expectations are, even though you do, but like, you aren't necessarily. But if it was like a fucking David Clemmer or an Appy Coruscant or like a senior player, then you're like, Jesus Christ, that's not a good look.
I'd fucking love to know who it was. Even still, if in an exit interview you're told this and you don't meet those standards, you don't give a fuck.
No, yeah, you don't care.
You don't give a fuck.
Which is crazy. Like, I guess I've never been in a job where you're held to like really high standards, where there's like, from like a physical standpoint.
You're assuming they're high. They may not be.
Well, standards generally. Let's be honest. Like, where do you know what you have to do for your job? But I've never really been in a job where it's like, hey, make sure when you're back, like things where you've got to maintain. So I don't know. Do you know what I mean? Like, I guess there's nothing truly comparable to that.
Super measurable KPIs.
Yes, there you go.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never really had that. But I feel like if I did, and it was a job where I'm like, wow, this is the greatest job of all time, in terms of like, I'm lucky, I'm playing professional sport, this is crazy. Like, to not meet those would be fucking insane.
And to front the board because you might have your contract ripped up means that you've missed them by a fucking massive margin.
Or you're in a position where you're like, you cannot be missing them. Or do you reckon it's just because they've missed them by so much?
Mate, you don't front the board to have your contract ripped up if you missed them by a whisker.
By pubic hair.
You've missed them by a fuckload.
What were you going to say, Cody?
I was just saying I've been scaling Twitter all morning trying to find out who these 5 players are because I would kill to know.
Yeah, can't find anything.
Only 2 of them are fronting the board, so that'll be interesting. And obviously, as I've kind of become a bit of a repetitive theme of me on this podcast, but Tigers trying to clear roster spots at the moment. We are absolutely log jammed, so it will be really interesting to see how this plays out.
Is it that, or is it making an example?
It's both. It's both. Sorry, that part of that was just me echoing my like constant, the.
But it's a good point though,
yeah.
right? Like if you do need to clear roster spots and you set standards that are like measurable, if people aren't measuring up to them, you're sort of giving yourself an opportunity to fuck people off if you have to. Whereas if you didn't have them and they came back like sloppy dead shits, you just stuck with them.
Yeah, 100%. And like Eddie was saying, like I was reading about this before they went on preseason break. Like this was all agreed on. This was all a part of, I suppose Benji's second year in charge. Everyone needs to come back. Because a lot of the Tigers, like last year, were just out on their feet every game. And it just became such a common theme of like, are we fit enough? So that was a big part of like, Benji setting these new standards coming into preseason. So, like I said, it'll be super interesting to see if we do find out who these 5 players are. And we'd also, a player, Jordan Miller, I don't know if you remember, Felix might remember, he debuted for us last year. He had his contract torn up last week or the week before for something similar. So, interesting.
And it's not dissimilar.
Who is he? Can I have a look at Jordan Miller?
Jordan Miller, he was coming through he came through the grades at Wests.
Was he like high? Was he touted?
Yeah,
anyway?
he was. He
Really?
was touted. Yeah.
Fuck, it's crazy when these kids are like touted and then they fumble the bag.
You ever been touted?
Have I? Well, I was in the first 15.
But have you been touted?
No, of course I haven't been touted, cunt.
You probably touted for seconds.
Well, I was in the first in year 11, in and out. I was a fringy. So, I was touted. But then obviously quickly untouted. And actually never touted. I was a fill-in guy.
Does the first 8 count in year 11?
Yeah. Year 11.
So I was highly touted.
Well, dude, if you're fucking there or thereabouts before you're meant to be, touted, dude. Just a couple of touted kids. Now, I was obviously I wasn't in the first in year 11. I played a couple of games.
Higher than that?
Yeah, no. But I don't fucking remember. Joey's maybe. Curtly wasn't playing.
Whatever. This bloke looks great.
Touted. But if you're touted, dude, and you fucking
6'4", 130.
Yeah, he's not like a Macassini type of player who's like.
Don't say names we don't know.
Macassini was the Union convert that we re-signed like 2 weeks ago. We were talking about.
Okay, but we aren't all going to know these.
Okay, that's
fucking
fine.
names.
Anyway, he's not like put it this way, he's not like a Suoliti tout coming through the ranks. He's probably still 2 or 3 years off first grade, but he's a talented kid. It was a bit of a bummer. It'd be interesting to see. I think there was a bit of talks he was going to go to Souths.
Well, that's it. There's him in what, under 20s or under 18s origin.
New South
there.
Wales. That's a problem for you guys. You'll go
that's
to a
not
good
him.
club.
That's not him.
That's not him?
That's Lozana Lotu. She plays for the Tigers.
Oh, it's a
Phoenix.
chick.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Listen, from a distance, when it's not enhanced, they do look similar. That's not. That just is, and that's what Google's presented us.
And also, by the way, you've typed his name in, and there's a
that's what's
photo of
come up in
someone
Google.
completely different.
No, that's good. That's
It's
a Google.
caught us off guard.
That's a Google problem. That's not an us problem.
And it's zoomed out.
It's zoomed out. They both have fucking afros, and it's a zoomed out. It's a zoomed out photo. Google brought it up, so you don't jump down that.
It's out of place.
And it looks like him from a distance.
It's out of place. The photo's out of place.
So we'll delicately move on from that. You know what I want to do, Eddie, because it's not done enough in the world of rugby league. When the news breaks, when the big story pops, when someone's in trouble, someone's done something wrong, back page, front page, middle page, Andrew Voss talking about it, Michael Voss talking about it, everyone talking about it, punters and dribblers shitting down people's throats.
Yep.
But then when the fucking story, when the truth comes out, no one covers it. Brandon Wakeham, former maybe Manly Seagulls halfback.
Also, AJ Brimson.
Well, we're getting to that. We'll get to fucking AJ because he's guilty of something. Brandon Wakeham, he was arrested outside the Seagulls for dealing rack. That was the accusation, the allegation. He has been 100% fully cleared, all charges dropped. That is a fucked up thing to happen in your life. Now, he might have been in and around the like he might have been close enough to it where
He might have been in and around rack, sir.
he might have been in a car with someone who was doing it. I don't know. That was sort of the story I read. But either way,
He was allegedly in the passenger seat of a car during 2 events that resulted in drug supply charges.
right,
Which
you
is
know,
very
shit. Like, don't fucking Masood me out the front of me club.
Wrong place, wrong time, baby.
Don't come at me outside me place of work and empty me bag and film it and get it to the Daily Telly, the Men's Women's Week.
Don't
fucking get me Masooded all over the...
Don't Masood me.
The poor cunt. How old's Brandon Wakeham?
25.
Like 25?
Yeah.
You know
And
what?
they
I
did
hope
him-
he
and
comes
they-
back.
But they did him in the car park at Manly. They had the jersey out on the ground. It was a big show and dance.
It was a big hullabaloo.
They had journos there. It's wrong.
It's bullshit.
It's wrong.
But listen, if they think that he's done something, they arrest him, fine. But when he's found fucking innocent, then that should be on the back page. That should be pushed out because you've
Innocence
fucking...
doesn't sell.
I know, but the problem is that everyone who doesn't go and like look for it is going to be like, if they hear Brandon Wakeham, oh, is that guy who got fucking done? No, he's not. That's Brandon Wakeham, the innocent. That's who he is. The innocent Brandon Wakeham. So I'm glad. I hope you're all right, bro. We spoke about it. Like, we'll obviously speak about it. But I hope you're all right. I hope you're doing well. Much love from Hello Sport.
Give his contract back.
Well, I don't necessarily know that we need another halfback at the club, but I am happy to see him go on to bigger and better things somewhere else.
Give his contract to someone else.
Or if the
Like
NRL wants to,
Tigers.
like, yeah, go wherever you want.
Correct. I think that's a nice thing to do.
Let him back into the game. Only 25. Shitloads of... the fact he's only 25 is actually crazy. A lot of rugby league left for Brandon Wakeham if he so chooses.
Very embarrassing situation to be embroiled in if you've done absolutely nothing wrong.
Fucking oath it is. Not
At
just...
the front of the club, the boys would have been walking to their cars being like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's a bloke pooing his pants over there. You know
And his
what I'm
name's
saying?
not Tommy Tobler. Mr. Poopies.
Mr. Poopy Pants, dude, is just...
And that's coming from Tom who's actually shat his
We've
pants
already
on the
been
podcast.
over it,
We've been
mate.
over it, but it didn't stick.
It didn't stick. It didn't even start. You had an opportunity to call me it, but you didn't. And now you're Mr. Poopy Pants. Senor Poops. Monsieur Poopy.
Le Poopy.
Le Poopy. Big Poops.
Le Poops.
Le Poops. Poopla. I'll stop. But I feel bad for Brandon Wakeham, so free Brandon. Well, not free him. He's back. Welcome back.
But
Now.
not to Manly.
But not to Manly. But maybe, but not. But the other person who it's worth paying that same attention to is the great AJ Brimson, Brimo, who, to all reports, Tobler, if you can confirm, has also been cleared of gambling on the great game of rugby.
Cleared of
league,
any
greatest game of
wrongdoing.
all. Huh?
Cleared of any wrongdoing.
Cleared of any wrongdoing,
his
but
mum-
not any wrongdoing.
Mum screenshot.
No, so what it means is
He didn't bet on rugby league.
No, this is what it means. This is what it means, everyone. This is what it means. He stole the bet
Yeah.
and claimed it as his own,
Stolen valor.
which in some way is worse.
Well, in the sphere of punting and dribbling, it is worse.
in the sphere of the dribbler,
Yes.
no one really gave a fuck if you were punting on Pacific Championship games that you weren't involved in. I certainly didn't.
No, I didn't. But there's a rule.
By the letter of the law, that would have been fucked up for you, and I'm glad that you haven't had to face that. However, you tried to present like you'd picked the unpickable winner of the Melbourne Cup when no one else could. You tried to present like a guy that could pick fucking winners when no one else could.
Yep.
You presented as a guy that had 100 to 1 shot.
On the biggest day in Australian punting.
biggest day in Australian punting, on the day, no less, where there is a race that stops the nation.
Nation stopped. He also invited people down to the PAV.
He goes, come down, I'm going to shout you. So whose money are you spending?
Yeah. Well, he's on good money. He could do it. But, like, you're inviting everyone to the PAV.
It's a gross misuse of trust.
It's an abuse of power and a misuse of trust.
And a misuse of highly paid funds. So you can present like you've just hit 100 to 1 winner because you're on good coin. The poor man can't.
No, I can't.
You know what I mean? If you're on $50,000 a year working 40-hour weeks at the abattoir, you're covered in fucking blood and bone and guts.
Grease and grime.
You're not going grease and grime. You're not going. You've just cut up fucking 700 heifers.
Yeah.
You're not saying meet me down the pav. I'm going to shout everyone.
Well, I've just got a fifth of me wage
No, you're not doing
on a Knight's Tale. Out
So
of the
you're only stealing that yarn because you're a rich cunt.
Yeah. You're a sneaky little bastard. And again, huge AJ fans, but the stolen, everyone thinks that I'm happy that he's not going to get rubbed out of the game, but I'm furious at the stolen valor. Furious.
Meet me down the pav.
Furious. Stolen valor.
So you need to be called out for that behaviour.
Yep.
1,000%.
We're the only people that seem to be doing it, mate. It's just you and me just fucking standing there at the front of the coalface saying this is not on.
Standards, Tom.
Yeah.
Standards.
You accept the standards you walk by. We won't be walking by those. You best believe.
Is that
I don't know if that's a saying.
you'd be coming up with a couple tonight?
Couple of sayings.
I don't love them.
If you walk by bad standards, though, you do accept them. You know what I mean? And if I'm walking by a cunt stealing valor, then I can't be upset.
As in, if you walk past, you don't say anything.
Yeah. But if I fucking stop.
So let's say you've just left Woolies, you got a heap of groceries.
Yeah. And I'm
And a
fucking
screaming kid, and you walk past a bloke
stealing valor.
stealing valor, and you don't say
Claiming
anything.
bets that you know are bullshit. And I say nothing.
Does that fall under the control of evil prospers when good men do nothing?
Correct. It's the same thing. And if I am, as a good man, do nothing, when I see AJ Brimson stealing bets and
his mum, no
off
less.
his mum, no less, and celebrating them. How many followers he got? 80,000, 100,000? Sharing him to Instagram, inviting me to come and enjoy
His
those
winnings.
winnings at the Pav in fucking Burleigh. And then I get there and the cunt's not there and he hasn't won a cent.
Or you get there and
And
he's
he is
celebrating as if he did win because
And
he's a rich
because
cunt.
he can afford to pretend like he won. To me, personally, I'm on the phone to the commissioner of Queensland. That's the police commissioner. I'm saying, get down here. We got stolen valor. Arrest this kid. Arrest him. Lock him up. Hague stuff.
Would you ever throw your weight onto him, pin him down, like,
Try and
citizen
smother
arrest
him.
sort of stuff?
Yeah,
CO?
yeah. Well, listen.
car.
The problem is that I'd be able to get him down, but I don't have the residual strength to then hold him down.
You couldn't car in?
Couldn't what?
Car.
Car. Yeah. What's that mean?
Citizen arrest car.
Citizen of what?
Citizen arrest car.
What's car?
CA car.
But I don't get it.
Citizens arrest, CA, car.
Sorry.
How could you not get
A
that?
car.
Just a car.
Never heard of a car?
So obvious.
I'd never heard of a car.
Never
no.
committed a car?
No, listen, I've never committed a car. I haven't.
Not a car.
No,
car.
CA. Citizen's arrest. No, haven't. Wouldn't unless it was really important. I'm not getting myself in fucking any of that bullshit. You're going to go and want to tackle an assailant? I had a junkie spit in my eye once. That was about as close as I got to citizen's arrest.
A car.
CA. Car. Yeah. Spit in my eye. Spat right in my eyeball.
Which eye?
Which actually goes a bit fucking lazy when I've had a gutful.
Yeah.
In the eye of me pee hole. Or me do it. No, he spat in my face while he tried to fight me on the street.
He wasn't giving you a fucking blowy for $50.
No, not that junkie. Spitting in my eye. Welcome back to the Hello Sport podcast. No, not that eye. Have you? And I'm asking this sort of rhetorically because I'd be shocked if you actually have. But have you heard what Brandon Smith said about Ryan Pappenhausen, which has caused some ructions south of the border in Mexico?
He said, get a real job?
No. No, he didn't.
Right.
Speaking on jam and cheese or
Cheese
It's-
and jam.
it's not cheese and jam, it's jam and cheese. Surely it's jam and cheese. It's not called cheese and jam because it's jam and cheese.
Yeah, it's jam and cheese.
Who the fuck wrote that article and got it wrong? Whatever. What website? 9. Sure.
Stuff.
All right, get back down to it. So Pappenhausen, apparently on 900 at the Storm, they've offered him 750.
Yep.
And he's like, go fuck yourself. Or at least he feels that way. And then Cheese has said on the Cheese and Jam show, I don't think the Storm have undervalued him. I think if you look back at the last 3 years, he's played 15 odd games. I think that would have been part of their decision-making process. We can't continue to pay this guy 1.1 when he's playing 30% of the season. He's small and he's fragile.
Wow.
Pretty hectic.
I said the same thing about the season stuff, about the game stuff. We've already had that conversation, you and I,
The what?
about the games in a season, how many games he's playing, the percentages, all that
But to
stuff.
have a former teammate come out and say that, I thought
No, but you can park that.
I thought they were both going to be fucking.
But park that.
They were going to be signed to YKTR as fucking NFTs.
But park that. Move to he's small and he's fragile.
That's what I mean, dude. I thought they were all like fucking in. I thought they were all bros, dude.
I didn't think they were all NFTs, were they?
I thought that, well, Cheese was an NFT. He was going to
Yeah,
be an
but
NFT
was
at
Paps?
YKTR. I think they were in an NFT crew. I thought they were all in like a we're going to be NFTs.
I've got a couple of NFTs.
Have you still got NFTs?
Yeah, well, I didn't sell them. They're worth nothing.
I honestly.
For next show, because I actually have been struggling to get into that account, but just remind me and I'll show everyone what I own, and that'll be
yeah.
and that'll be fun.
Yeah. Also,
I've got
just
a couple of like lions and lionesses and
just
shit.
for everyone as well, next show, we won't do this, but I'll just tell you this show, and I may have said it before. I said to Eddie we should get Bitcoin when it was $25,000. We should buy a whole Bitcoin, and it is now $134,000 for one Bitcoin. Just want everyone to know.
I want you to tell the truth as well. We also said we should buy it at 50,
Yeah, and I said,
70,
yeah, let's
90,
do it.
100,
I said, let's do it, but you're the
120,
fucking crypto guy who's got
130.
NFTs. I don't have them.
Bullshit.
I don't have the fucking wallet.
Bullshit.
I've got Ethereum locked away in a wallet and the password.
We've
cunt.
said, we have both said
You're
no
a
at every
disgrace.
10
You know
grand
it.
increment.
You know it.
Fuck off.
You know it.
You know that you said
I would have
no.
made us
We've said-
100 fucking 10
righto,
grand.
mate.
You dumb fuck.
Righto, mate.
Anyway, so don't you find that a bit like, apparently the Storm are pissed off.
I'd be pissed off if I was Pappenhausen.
So would
He's
I.
small and
And
he's
he's fragile.
fragile. That's hectic.
Is there a world where if you had a mate who was playing for another club,
Oh, it's a giggle.
The only reason I
That's not a giggle.
'Cause they're talking about his
the
money.
end's a giggle.
yeah.
The end's a giggle. The start's not.
If you're shitting on his money, you wouldn't be doing that about a
you
friend.
can't shit on that and then have a giggle.
No, you can't. The money piece is where it's like it doesn't feel like
You
it's,
can go, oh, fucking, I don't know why Cam Smith won so many Dally M's because he's small and he's fragile. Haha, it's funny.
Yeah.
He's a champion and he's, you know what I mean? You can't shit on someone and then shit on them again. It's the double shit on.
No, you're right. Yeah, it feels like Cheese is fucking mean mugging.
Well, it's a double shit on.
Yeah. Now, punters and dribblers,
Mums and daddies.
we have found we thought it was best to give Cheese his due because when you see it in writing, it sounds way more fucked up. But Cheese said it on the Cheese and Jam, actually Jam and Cheese podcast. So Cody made the point. Let's give Cheese the opportunity to like explain himself, and let's see if it was as fucked up as it sounds.
I think Pappenhausen is one of the most exciting prospects to hit the market. I think Melbourne have probably undervalued him, but we know they have Sua Falongo waiting in the wings, so it's great position for the Melbourne Storm and Coach Bellamy and Frank Panisi to be in.
Yeah, I guess I don't think they undervalued him. I think if you look back in the last 3 years, he's played
Yeah,
15 odd games.
Yeah, that's true.
And I think that would have been a part of the decision making process. Like we can't continue to play this guy 1.1 mil when he's playing 30% of the seasons. So
yeah,
you know what I mean. And like, there's no lie. He's small and he's fragile. Like that's not a lie.
Yeah.
You didn't help his case much.
Sounds fucking, there's no case to be made other than the fact that that's how he thinks. That's what he thinks.
I will say it's not. I guess when you read something like that, you can infer the way it was said. He says it very matter of fact. It doesn't necessarily feel like he's being malicious, but it is.
I think the way he said it's the way I read it.
Yes, I guess you're right. You wouldn't say that about your mate. You
They're
just
obviously not mates.
That's at least that's how I would infer. That's what I'd deduce.
Do you know what I deduce from this whole thing? I deduce one thing from this whole thing. I don't like these fucking road arms. They're too big and they're too cumbersome. I see great, compact, impressive arms.
Yeah.
That these boys are using. These things are fucking shit house.
Tobler,
They're gotta go.
if you can just stop,
Consider him gone.
Stop
Consider him
shitting
gone,
for
boys.
5 seconds.
Consider him gone.
Don't you reckon they look way better?
Way better.
These things suck.
Yeah, I'm over him.
I couldn't even see Sammy Goodman today. It was a shit show.
Yeah.
Not blaming the boys, blaming the arms.
Sammy Goodman out Sunday night.
Oh, it's
I'm
time for him to
blaming the
go.
arms. I don't. Look at this. It's too much arm.
Way too much arm.
Too much arm.
That's the takeaway here. Not that Cheese and Pappenhausen fucking maybe have some beef. Too much arm.
Way too much arm. Look at that. That's small, compact, subtle.
Yeah.
Out of the way.
You know, if you
Remember
just
this.
listen to this, you won't know. You will not know.
Basically, we've got these road arms here that we use on set, and they're too big and they're too
Fuck
cumbersome.
explaining it to them. Go watch it on YouTube. They'll know. They get it.
But what I take from the small and fragile comment from Cheese is he doesn't mince his words. He says what he thinks,
And he thinks what he says.
and he thinks what he says.
And we like Cheese. We haven't met Pappenhausen really. You slapped him down at that dogs race.
He slapped me down.
And I mean, I'm not making value judgments on the people here, but like it seems like there's. I don't think you would say. I wouldn't say that about you if your fucking contract was on the line.
You probably would.
No, you would say it about me. You'd fuck me over in the media. You'd be like, yeah, no, he's small and skinny and fragile. And I'd be like, dude.
I'd say he's fat and overweight.
Yeah,
He's fat and overweight.
You'd say he's fat. He's fat, lazy, and useless. And then I'd go, dude, that's not the case. Look at how broad my shoulders are.
I'd say he's fat and overweight.
Yeah.
I know that's the same thing said differently.
No, it's exactly what I just said. But what I'd say is that Eddie is a soft cock who shaves his back. And but I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that.
You wouldn't
publicly.
say that.
I wouldn't say that. Now,
Because he gets it lasered, doesn't he?
well, exactly. He doesn't
Exactly.
shave.
He doesn't
Because
shave.
he doesn't shave. He gets it
Exactly.
lazy.
So he's wrong.
So it's a
So I
lie.
wouldn't even
So
say
I
that.
wasn't wrong. He was.
I wouldn't say that
I
because that's
said
not
he's fat
correct.
and overweight, which is accurate.
And I would have said shaved, and you would have said I don't shave it. I get it lasered once a week, and that's that's
you
just
wouldn't
what it
get
is.
a laser once a week, would you?
I don't get
That
mine
wouldn't be the
lasered.
point.
Well, I don't need to get it
Wouldn't be
lasered.
the point of laser.
I
would it?
don't get it lasered. Punters and Dribblers, Big Day Rosé Magnums are on sale right bloody now. Hellosport.shop. It's Magnum season, it's rosé season, the weather's warm, and the tongues are dry.
Weather's warm, tongue's dry, baby. Simple as that. So wet them up.
Wet them up. Award-winning rosé.
Hellosport.shop. Now, if you want to get a party pack, what's a party pack? 4 cases, you get a free Magnum. 4 cases, free Magnum. Stock the fuck up for silly season, which we're in.
Yep.
Stock the fuck up for Chrissy parties. Stock the fuck up for Christmas. Stock the fuck up for New Year's. Party pack, 4 cases, free Magnum. Or just get a Magnum. Or get 2 Magnums. Or get 10 Magnums. It doesn't matter. Get some.
Yep.
Because I know right now that your tongues are dry.
Well, you're not going to regret it. It's award-winning rosé. I don't want to suck ourselves off, but it did get silver in the New Zealand International Wine Festival, so whatever.
Whatever. Make your tongues wet.
Hellosport.shop. Can someone tell me, for the love of God, is Tom Trbojevic about to win the Golden Boot? After fucking not...
Has he played enough games of rugby league football?
He played 3 Australian games. That's all that matters. The Golden Boot's best player in the world. He fucking dominated all 3.
Is that it? It doesn't. You don't look at the season? I'm asking genuinely. I don't know.
I actually don't know. I don't think so. I heard he was favourite for the... Willie, could you get me a block of ice, please? My
because he didn't play...
sweet baby brother.
He didn't play Origin.
No, but I don't think that matters.
He played half the season.
I don't think it matters. Dude, Nene McDonald is nominated. Can you see
I'm getting the nominated.
I'm not masuding
You're
you,
getting
Edward.
Nominees.
Eddie, I'm not masuding you. There are people nominated for the Golden Boot who play for Papua New Guinea. And that's no knock on the great country of Papua New Guinea, but that doesn't make sense to me. Can we get the list of nominees up, please? Yep. One-handed.
Thank you, mate.
Oh, almost dropped it. Probably a good time to remind people that the Magnums are on sale.
So it says the IRL Golden Boot is awarded to the best player in sanctioned rugby league international matches each year.
Yeah. So, the nominees, is this the nominees?
Yeah.
Oh, can I say something then?
Yeah.
I feel like saying something. I don't want this to come across the wrong way, boys. But the Golden Boots just lost a fair bit of luster for me.
No, so someone's coming out.
It's lost a fuckload of luster.
No, it's new.
Sanctioned international games?
Listen.
Give a fuck.
No. Hold on. Let me just come back to you, young Edward, my sweet young friend. I agree with you here in that there is an element here of like, this is dumb and this has lost its luster, but it used to just be like, I don't mind if it is not looking at the rugby league season, the NRL season, because you could have an international competition where an English player fucking dominates every single person, and it shouldn't be just based on NRL or the Super League. When we have these international tournaments, it should be the best players in those tournaments. Now, what I would say about that is, to your point, Lachlan Lamb, may all respect be paid to Lachlan, should not be in the running. You know what I mean?
No.
Nene McDonald, who can't even secure an NRL contract, Isan Masters from the Cook Islands, no disrespect, Tane Milne from Fiji, no disrespect, should not be in the running for the Golden Boot. I don't care if you got fucking 4 players from Australia running.
I'm sorry. I completely disagree. If you're an Englishman playing in the fucking Super League and you've had a cunt of a season and then you had 3 good games, you shouldn't be the best player in the world. That's fucking ridiculous. You should dominate both, or at least be very good in both.
But how
that
can
is fucking ridiculous. That is ridiculous.
But so you want to, so you can't.
You've got to be good in international games. You have to be. But you've also need to have had a good season.
But so if you've been picked in an international side, the argument would be that you've been good in the season outside of your Cook Islands, Papua New Guineas. But if we're picking like big nations, who is the only. There's no way Nene McDonald's going to win it, right? But if you're picked for Australia, England, Samoa, Tonga, New Zealand, the argument or the expectation, Tonga and Samoa are slightly different, but like if you're the big dogs, you're a critter, you're a luai, is that you've had a good season, right? So, given that, if you've already been picked, then you've sort of checked the box of good season in your respective club lands. Then you come to an international tournament and you dominate. Then that should be the barometer.
Okay.
So then you're able to go, okay, we're keeping it sort of clean. Where how do you weight a dominant Super League season against a dominant NRL season? Like if you're a man of steel, but you're Brodie Croft, no disrespect, or you're a Dally M winner and you're fucking whoever won it this year.
Yeah, right. So you can have a good season but not great if all the other centers are shit. You get in, you have a good 3 games, you win it. Sure.
But Tommy Turbo, who is obviously... I don't know if you've listened to the Bloke podcast on Monday. I listened to it, and they gave Tommy Turbo one of the great glazings of all time. Now, glazings is sucking his cock.
Yep.
Kemp, who probably won't admit this when we're with him tomorrow on the DMP.
Well, he says a lot of stuff on Monday that he'll never
repeat on a Thursday because he's a coward. He basically said that if you were picking an all-time greatest 17 ever, that Tommy would be in there. They were like, he is the most incredible player. Like, they were all, honestly, shirts off, 69ing each other, talking about Tommy Turbo.
And we've obviously always sucked him from the front, the back, the side.
Well, we were like, oi, get out of the orgy. What are you guys doing rocking up late?
But we don't know what we're talking about.
No, but we've been sucking him regardless.
Yeah, we have.
But you know what? We clearly did know what we were talking about. Did you watch these games? How many of those games you watched?
I'm going to say this. I watched 60 minutes of the first Tonga game, and I watched the last game.
So you watched the last game.
Yeah.
From centre, and I'm not advocating for Tommy at centre and Manly. I'm not. Fuck that to death. Even though I love Lehigh, fuck that. But he at centre, any time there was a fucking half break anywhere, he was everywhere in that game. Like
he was a bit of zero about him.
But he is a freak. It's nice to hear it when he's getting sucked, but like they were just honestly
I was actually
pulling themselves.
And I would also make the argument, and I don't want him to get offended by this. He looked like a different player in the Kangaroos. He just looked fresh.
In terms of like then
when he was in Manly, he looked laboured.
Well, he was laboured, especially at the end of the year. Your lasting memory was him with like 2 AC joint injuries and an MCL injury in his knee. He had time to have him heal, and then he just comes out and dominates for the nation. I couldn't believe he hadn't played for Australia for 6 years.
Is that how long it's
That's
been?
how long it had been.
Because he's always off.
Because he's always fucking injured.
Yeah. Mate, he's a fucking hell of a player. A hell of a player. I like to hear that he's getting his flowers.
They were saying that Guru and Kempy basically agreed, was like, if he'd had an injury-free one, like if he wasn't injured all the time, he might have
best player of all time.
He might have had 2 or 3 Dally M's extra, and they were like, he's probably close to the greatest fullback of all time. And they were like, and they were referring to Billy Slater, and they're like, listen, availability is a metric. It's a metric.
Yep.
And Billy was fucking available on top of being amazing.
And he had longevity.
I was sitting in my car touching myself.
Nice.
Touching myself.
Let's go through the winners. Fisher Harris, Kiwi. Manu, Kiwi. Tuivasa-Sheck, Kiwi. Okay. Bit of a rank trend here. Tommy Mackinson, Palm.
That's bullshit, obviously.
Cameron Smith.
Hold on,
Aussie.
who won the Dally M 2018? Was that Tedesco? It would have been. Because the Roosters won, surely.
Roger.
So Roger won 18-19.
Well,
Or who won 19 then?
why are you saying that? It says 18 Mackinson.
Teddy won 19.
So, right, sorry. Roger won 20. I just thought that maybe Teddy would have won one somewhere in there. What I'm saying is...
Then you've got Smith, Cronk, Thurston, Johnson, Kevin Sinfield, Thurston, Marshall, Inglis, Slater, Smith, Lockyer, Miniature. So, like, there's... I feel
Cameron
like...
Smith wins one in 2017 and he wins one in 2007, 10 years apart.
So, Johns, Fittler, Johns...
You go say the year, 99.
So, 99 Johns, and then I'm not going to read out every
2000.
fucking year. You can just
No.
work it out yourself. 99 was Johns. Fittler, then Johns again. Stacey Jones, fucking tongue twister. Darren Lockyer, Andrew Farrell.
Righto.
Minnie, Lockyer, Smith, Slater, English, Marshall, Thurston, Kevin Sinfield, Thurston, Sean Johnson.
Thurston 3.
Thurston 3. So what, Johns get 3, Lockyer 2, Thurston
Joey's
3.
only got 2.
Smith
Ollie's only
2,
got 1.
Cameron Smith.
Joey's only got 2. Thurston has 3. Wally from Wynnum.
I understand what you mean, Tom, about if you're selected in the Australian side, you've had a great season, and therefore if you dominate, you get the goal. But that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
I'm prepared,
I think
I'm
that's the way
prepared to
to
come
do it.
around to
Yeah.
that.
And if Tommy wins it, dude.
But so of the Australian nominees featured
I'm
this
prepared to
year,
come around.
Okay, we'll go back to the nominees,
there's only 4 Aussies.
which is ridiculous.
Harry
Grant, Lomax,
Lomax.
like he was good, but no. Tom Trebojevic.
And Zayo.
Okay, I tell you what's ridiculous is that Tom Dearden should be in there. Tom Dearden is a fucking animal.
Better than Lachlan Lamb, you reckon?
Well, it does. I mean, yeah, but I don't know if can you only have 4 from each side? Is that how they do it?
No, because there's like 6 England.
How the fuck are there that
Nominated,
many
I
English
think.
players?
But there's 1.
Check that,
Let me check.
because that seems insane to me. Well, there's only one Fijian.
Wait, no,
Tell me,
there's
yeah.
3 English.
There's only one Fijian.
There must be a cap. Otherwise, it'd just be Australian players. No offense to everyone else, but you know what I mean.
Anyway, listen, Tommy Turbo though, he could have scored 50 tries on the fucking weekend. Maybe 60.
I'd love him to get a golden boot.
It'd be sick, dude.
It'd be great going into next season.
It would be
Fresh off a golden
sick.
boot.
Now,
Well said. I agree with you wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
I think we look good. Also,
Takiaho
you weren't
signed.
here on Monday, Tobler, but on Friday at the Shorty's Golf Day that I essentially won, Skip left early.
Yeah.
Deese went to train.
Cherry was like, I'm going to backdoor it up. He trains like 12 hours a day, they said.
That's
Like, he's ready to
fucking
go.
unreal.
Like he's
dude.
ready to go.
Him and Jakey train 12 hours a day.
Yeah.
We're in the middle of November.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Season's just finished.
I'd
14
love him
hours a day.
I'd
That
love
only
him
a
to
day.
invite us to a training session. Nothing too hard. Let's get down there and just do some weights.
What, just legends of the club?
couple of legends there. Let's lift some weights.
Tom, Jake, Deese and us.
Tom, Jake, Deese, Tom, Eddie.
Yep.
And we should go lift some weights. Nothing crazy. A couple of deadlifts, you know. What the fuck are we looking at?
This
So
is Deese third,
one,
Turbo
so
fourth.
He got fourth. How
In
many
Dude,
Dally
we were
games?
this
2 in the
year.
top 4 for the fucking Dally.
And he
many
only
games-
he
how many
played 20
games did he play?
games,
20
so he
games.
missed 7.
Okay.
Played a fair few.
He played more than I thought.
He had a pretty good like.
I've got PTSD.
If someone told me at the start of the year you'll get Turbo for 20 of 27, I would take that. I'd bend over. I'd present for it. I'd present for it.
like
11 last year, 7 the year before that.
Yeah, dude.
Then
you
18 when he won the
you
Dally
present, dude, and he basically won it this year, the Dally M. Except he got injured at the end of the season. Like if he didn't get fucking that AC joint at the end, where he completely fucked himself, he probably would have won the Dally M again. I think we've done our dash here, man. I think we've done pretty well.
I think we've done really well. 3-hour show.
3-hour show. We're off in a Bucks this weekend, punters and dribblers.
So Monday's going to be really good.
Monday's going to be really flying. We're going to be
Lying
we
hard.
are going to be very happy. I couldn't find something to go with depressed.
We're going to be super happy.
Yeah. yeah. I'm going to be devastated.
I'm going to be crying with happiness.
Yeah. I'm going to be scat.
I'm going to be loose as a goose.
You reckon you'll be loose as a goose? You're going to be quiet as a mouse.
I'm going to be up and about.
So, can't wait to see you Monday. We've got Sammy Goodman out Sunday night. He's
What a
fighting,
bloke. What a man.
Yeah, he's a good man, Sammy. He's fighting for the undisputed super bantamweight world title Christmas Eve against the Japanese fellow whose name is fucking hard to say. I'll just be honest with you. Nuoki.
Who's like probably like third in line.
He's in
for
like
pound
top
for
3
pound
pound for
champ.
pound.
Yeah.
And this is going to be Australia's first undisputed fight since Costa and there's another belt in it. So, Sammy Goodman is a good fella. That'll be out Sunday. We'll be back Monday, and we'll be raring to go.
Yippee.
But we're going to the Gold Coast, and we're going for Judges Bucks, and we're going to watch Jake Paul fight Mike Tyson, and then we're going to watch fucking John Jones fight Stipe Miocic, and then we're going to come home and fucking fall in a heap. My wife's planned something for Sunday night with her mother. I'm like, do you do that after a Bucks? Like, do you do it?
Yeah.
Do you do it to
It's
me?
called punishment.
I know. So going to go to the movies with Mum Sunday. I'm like, why the fuck?
You don't have to go.
I have to stay home with the children.
Oh, just get a nanny.
I'm like, why?
Why wouldn't you? Can I ask you something?
I know I've left you them all weekend, and
What
you
about-
are
what about playing eyes up rugby
You're
league?
almost about to give birth, so like I have
What if
no
you
leg to
get-
stand on
What if you get a babysitter?
for just Sunday night.
Be like, you're going out. I'm going to get a babysitter.
I might get mum to come around. My mum.
No, get a babysitter and then
But-
just go and sleep.
I don't have to pay for my mother. So if I was like, Mum, could you come around Sunday night? Because I'm going to be fucking dead. And I don't want to have to look after my children who I love.
Yeah. Just get a babysitter. I think that's fucking
Do
lovely.
you want to babysit Sunday night?
I won't. Ella might. Ella probably would.
She wouldn't.
Which would get her out of my hair.
Yeah, no, fuck that.
She would.
No.
She
I'm not-
would.
No, but I'm not.
I'm going to
doing-
ask her.
No, I'm not.
I'm gonna ask her.
She's no.
I'm
Don't.
asking her.
Don't.
I'm going to ask
No,
her.
she's not. Don't.
I'm going to ask her.
She's not babysitting. I'm not putting that on her. She's pregnant, dude.
She would love it. She loves the girls. I reckon she'd do it. I reckon she would.
No.
I'm asking her.
You can ask her, but that's not. I'm not putting that on there. I'm going to get my mother.
No, because then Ella's gone and I
No,
can
I
eat
know. That's
KFC.
why I'm not doing that. Because now
Double eyes
Ella's
up
in my
rugby
house, and I love Ella, but no,
Well, it's happening.
I'm not doing that to Ella.
Just message her. She's done it.
All right, punters and dribblers.
Bang.
Ciao.
Could you two just not talk anymore?